Welcome to got it. Welcome to Grindhouse, a series of hold on 1 second. I can hear me. Welcome to Grindhouse, a series of Bad House RPG's second year anniversary one shots. My name's Ambrose, and I'll be presenting One Night at Shelterwood Inn using the system Liminal Horror by Goblin Archives. This game is a rules light, adaptable survival horror role playing game about normal characters and their struggles against the things that go bump in the night. Specifically for One Night at Shelterwood Inn, we are following a group of unfortunate souls stranded in a lonely hotel with something sinister hiding beneath the surface. Meet us after the break with some Bad House RPG announcements, by the way. We will be giving away 6 physical copies of official Liminal Horror modules for Goblin Archives. Starting now, you can use the chat command exclamation grind, where we will decide the winner by the end of the session. If you are the winner, please check Twitch Whispers and have them open to strangers so we can get a best email for you. The content warnings for this show can be found by the Twitch command exclamation grind CW, but it involves body horror, graphic violence, conspiracy, nyctophobia, which is fear of the dark, acrophobia, and vertigo, which is fear of heights, potential drug usage, mold, sinister vibes, temporary loss of vision or visual impairment, and isolation. Please, viewer discretion is advised. Chat command is exclamation grindcast for everybody that is wonderfully on screen, as you can see. Once again, I am Ambrose. I go by any all pronouns, and I am your storyteller for this evening, if you will. And next, I would like to introduce this beautiful cast, starting with you, Calamity.
Hello, my name is Calamity. My pronouns are she, they. We're saying who we're playing, right?
Yes. Say player name, pronouns, character name, and pronouns. Yes, go for it.
Yes. Character's name is Stephanie, pronoun she, her.
Awesome. Latia.
Hi, everybody. My name is Latia. My pronouns are she, her. And tonight I will be playing Darcy, whose pronouns are also she, her.
Awesome. Binar.
They, them, and I'm too quiet. There we go.
Yeah.
Usually I'm really loud. Hi, I'm Binar, pronouns they, them, and I'm playing Milo tonight, pronouns he, him.
Amazing. And last but certainly not least, Prince.
Hello, everyone. I am Prince, aka Dimples and Dice, and I'm going to be playing Jerome Florence Esquire. Both of us are he, hims.
Amazing. I love this group, and everything will be fine as long as, keep their wits about them. It's a trip with friends. But now that everyone's introduced, let's get along with it, shall we? The long stretch of road feels like it has been going forever. So much so that you have noted very few breaks or interruptions in the distance before you. Just dark pavement, the divider lines dashing yellow that blur as you pass, and the seamless change of scenery from farmlands to wooded areas covered in deep green foliage. There is a distant sound of thunder as the skies darken overhead, with thunderclouds suffocating the early evening glow of the setting sun on the horizon. You all have a late start to your journey, originally meeting up in your hometown in St. Louis, Missouri, and have decided to spend several days together before you hit the road to the Warped Tour Musical Festival in Chicago. It has been far too long since you've all been together like this, the original squad. College and adult life has separated some of you physically, one to California and one to Chicago, but others stayed behind to find their own life direction close to home. There was so much to catch up on, and it felt like old times. It took next to nothing to talk as if no time had passed at all. But there is some things weighing on all of you. Some stuff that you're keeping from each other, or perhaps even from yourselves. All in due time. It's not that far of a drive from St. Louis to Chicago, about 4 to 5 hours. But you have plenty of time before you need to be there. The suggestion of hanging out in a nearby town, Coldwater, comes up in conversation naturally. They have local breweries and campgrounds perfect for hanging out with and watching the stars, but that quickly gets dashed. For one, those rolling clouds will be more than likely pretty intense. There's going to be some rainfall for certain, and no one wants to set up a camp in the rain. And for 2, it's been said that there have been some questionable disappearances near Coldwater. Both Milo and Stephanie, the 2 friends that have stayed in town, pipe up from the back seat discussing just that. Stephanie, I'm going to start with you. What do you look like?
Stephanie is a tall, dark-skinned woman. Currently, like wearing all black. Has piercings on their eyebrow and like a nose piercing. Probably snake bites too. Um, they are probably like bopping along to the music right now. They have long red hair, very like cartoony sort of looking red. It's not a natural color. And dark makeup with a. I think they're kind of like half in the conversation, half staring out the window. As they kind of like more into the music, as they kind of like drift in and out. Uh,
Amazing. And it seems like Milo, and this might be on brand for Milo, is the one that's like, you don't understand, like, people are going missing. So Milo, as you like are trying to talk Stephanie into the conversation, describe what you look like.
Very pale, like you don't see the sun kind of person. Like this is an indoor cat. Uh kind of a big old sweater. You've probably seen him in this look before, Stephanie. It's the default look. Like needs a haircut, probably needs to get new glasses. There's like part of it's held together with tape. Like just not somebody who cares about his appearance at all, but cares deeply about this entire thing and has some ideas about it.
What are those ideas?
That these people have gone missing, and it is something this isn't normal shit. This is probably like a serial killer at best.
yeah,
At best.
yeah, something like that.
No, like not just some, like no, like this is like real shit. Like this is
Oh no, like for real, totally, definitely real. Like, but I think we'll be fine. Serial killers only go after, I don't know, other people.
But he backs me up.
Completely straight face, unlike me. Like she's so dead serious about that. Yeah, they don't go after people like us.
Darcy, Jerome, back me up here. This isn't like, and I said at best, it's not necessarily a serial killer. Like it could be anything.
Jerome, you're in the passenger seat. You have your map quest directions out. They're folded and crinkled and spotted with coffee, stapled, and decently long for a 4-hour trip. What do you look like as you're being pulled into the conversation along with Darcy at this time?
So Jerome is a tallish, light-skinned dude. He is relatively well built, probably around 6'2". He looks like he's recently started working out, and like you still have the youth muscles that you get that are pretty easily because you don't eat because you're too busy with school or work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He is tattooed, which you can see on his arms outside of his hoodie. But you can tell he covers those up most of the other time because outside of this, he is like the most clean-cut person you ever seen. Waves on fleek, lineups perfect, no facial hair, no earrings, none of that, no facial adornments, because he is a lawyer and that stuff don't fly in the Lord's year of 2005.
True.
Not in this
Oh man,
profession.
2005,
Today,
buddy.
yes. Then no.
No. And Darcy, you're driving, and you're hearing the animation happening in the back. What What do you say before you describe what you look like?
I'm very half in, half out because I'm trying to focus. Like it's the long stretch of road, so I don't need Jerome to give me any directions right now. But as I kind of break away from the focus of the road to say, okay, what else could it be then? Darcy is wearing very much what I am wearing. She's wearing a tank top that says Clever Girl on it from Jurassic Park. She's wearing army green cargo pants and black boots. And she looks like a cross between Ellie Sattler from said Jurassic Park and Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, with like maybe a little bit of Sarah Connor in there. Her hair is like is done up in a big ponytail, and some of it is like some of the hair is out of it and framing her face, and she's wearing sunglasses because they are not quite driving into the sun, but they were at one point.
Yes, I see. All right, so you're like, what else could it be? You shout
what
over your
else-
shoulder to the back.
What else? If it's not a serial killer, what else could it be?
It could be abductions, alien abductions. We have evidence of that. It could be some sort of cult activity. It could be some sort, like, I'm not one who's gonna blame Bigfoot because I think they're usually pretty peaceful, like just from the records. But like, it could be that, or maybe caves. They could be falling into cave. There's like a huge cave system all over the U.S.
Have you
No,
heard
I'm
of
not.
the sinkholes?
The what?
The sinkholes. It could be like a sinkhole.
It could be sinkholes. It could be sinkholes.
I mean, if there's a lot of people going missing, sinkholes is an iffy one, unless there's a lot of sinkholes.
That's
So
So
true. I
they're
haven't
getting
had these.
drunk in Coldwater and they're going to these breweries, they're getting drunk, and then they're just falling down caves.
You asked what it all could be.
You're right, I did. Okay.
Got a list.
And I go back to focusing on the road.
But come on, I'm sure it'll be. It's. We'll be fine. Okay, we will be fine. We are smart. We are savvy. We are going to Warped Tour. It starts like kind of
Hey.
like.
Okay, fine.
And
we get
I
abducted
have
by
enough
aliens,
Molly
Tell us. We'll
that
just tell them
if
when to
we
work for.
do get killed, we'll at least have a great time while we do it.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Okay. I'm not gonna question it, but all right.
Jerome, you don't have to look at the map quest directions, but you are flipped to the next page or the next step of this journey, and you hear next to your ear, and only you can hear. Isn't the exit coming up, dear?
Not yet. Not yet.
Are you sure? You need to keep your eye on the road and
When
paper.
it is appropriate, I will let her know.
At least alert her. Just let her know to keep an eye on it. Keep it in mind.
Grandma said to let you know that the exit is coming up. It's not coming up yet, but it will be coming up. So you have it in your mind.
Right. Thanks, Grandma.
You're welcome, dear. And see, that wasn't so hard now, was it? You
It's
feel
just-
like a little like night light tap on your shoulder, the one closest
Know
to
how
the
to
window.
read. I can do this. She said you're welcome.
As you keep driving, the next exit is not that far off. Like, it's maybe the next 10 minutes they'll be coming up. So you'll get a break from this stretch of road. Finally, it might be close to civilization. You'll see that. But as you go, you start seeing those clouds. It starts to open up in regards to the rain is starting to come. It starts as a light drizzle, and then it becomes thunderous against the windshield. You turn on the windshield wipers as you go, and you're like, "Ah, this isn't bad." And then it gets worse. And it gets worse to the point where it's kind of hard to see, like, not necessarily in a dangerous sort of way, but like just a peak of clearness before it gets covered with water. And you're like, "Oh, well, this is bad. This isn't great." But hopefully there will be a break at some point. Hopefully. As you keep going, you see like a glow in the distance. A neon glow. It's a bit distant from where you are, but your brain kind of like writes it off as like, oh, it's probably a hotel on the side, like, or a motel or something like that. We're due for some form of break in regards to like, hey, break in terms of line of like, hey, seeing something, a sign of people, anything. But if you need to pull over to stop for gas, whatever, that's a good place to do it if they have something nearby. Or you know what? Nah, don't need to. Might just get coffee if they have like a station for it and then leave. But as you're keeping that in mind and it's harder to look at the road, you see something on the down swipe. Like it happens once, twice, third time clear. In the middle of the road, you see a dark figure. It's on all fours, whatever it is. And it's there. And if you keep going, you're going to hit it. But it's clearly a living, organic thing.
I'm gonna like slow down. I'm gonna take my foot off the gas as we're approaching it, and I'm gonna be like, Jerome, do you see that in the middle of the road?
Do I?
Yeah, you do. And it starts stalking towards you if you're slowing down. You're
Is that
starting to
a
get the vibe. Yeah,
coyote? No, it's still big.
definitely not a coyote. It is way too big. You're starting to get the vibe because, again, hard to see. It looks kind of like, if you had to guess, because you would know this, I feel like you would. It looks kind of like a cougar or a mountain lion.
Okay, wild. We don't have those here.
Also, why would it be coming towards the car?
It's still
Yeah.
walking towards you if you're going to like drive off, or what are you doing?
Yeah,
No, I'm
okay.
gonna try.
Does it hurt?
I don't care.
Exactly. It's raining, and we're not getting outside to determine whether or not a cougar, which does not exist in Illinois, is injured. I'm gonna go
Let's
around it.
Lost.
go around it. Yeah.
I'm gonna go around it.
Mhm.
All right, cool. I didn't expect a roll this early. Roll.
Would you think we were going to yeet it?
I don't know. I was like, man, this is early. Roll Dex for me. Dex save.
That is a 19 on a 14.
Oh no. All right, cool.
But
Oh no. So you suddenly speed up to get around this thing because it starts like lumbering towards you, like it is running headfirst towards you, and you're like, what? That's one, not how cougars act. Two, there should be no cougars or mountain lions or anything in this area. So you peel and wrap around it. You're able to do it, but just barely. You hit your shoulder pretty hard against the side of the door, and you peel off, but the water on the pavement is slick. And you hydroplane, and you're able to hold it for a little bit before you start careening to the side of the road. And several feet away, you end up not crashing. You don't crash into a tree, but you end up crashing into like the side where the mud has started to accumulate and slick. And you kind of propel yourself. Your wheels start spinning as you try to get out because it's a minor blunder at best. But it's pretty in there. It's pretty stuck. Someone's gonna have to do something in order to do something about it.
The whole time this is happening, I'm going, fuck.
You're muted if you were screaming and you wanted everyone to hear that. Dimples.
It's not the time, Grandma Cece. Not the fucking time. I'm sorry I cussed at you. I'm sorry. Oh,
Don't you dare talk to me like that. That was scary. What was that out there?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Is everybody okay?
Yeah, my shoulder hurts like God. Oh,
We have a first aid kit.
Also take 1 HP down to 4.
I do happen to have an HP kit, a first aid kit.
An HP kit, heck yeah.
I have a first aid kit in the trunk.
Well,
Got one
I
of those
think.
bottles you just pour on yourself in Resident Evil, or
Oh my god. I think one of us is, or probably more than one of us, it's a car. Maybe we gotta like go out, push it, like while you like, and we could get you the first aid kit.
I don't need a. It's just like I banged my shoulder against the window while trying to get around the. Is it still out? Hold on. Nobody's getting out of the
Oh.
car until we determine whether or not that whatever it was is still out there.
Roll down the
we're
window.
gonna get the car moving.
So you roll down the window and you're looking out. Like hopefully like you're
Yeah.
not fully like okay, not fully. Oh no, your head's all the way out there. All right, cool. Amazing. So you lean your head out and you look around from where y'all came to see if you see this dark figure that looks kind of probably is a cougar. And you don't see it anymore. The roads are clear.
All right, we got 30 seconds to get this motherfucker out of here. So let's go.
All right.
Otherwise, I'm putting my ass back in the car. We're gonna sit here for a while, and then we'll just have a cougar stalking car situation.
If it's a cougar,
Listen,
don't know
no, I don't need that sort of energy in my
Just
life
saying.
right now.
I'm just saying, cougars don't live here. But okay, let's go. I can help.
All right.
You-
Shouldn't.
I-
Hopefully, this will be too hard. I mean, with the rain and everything, it's going to be harder than it should be. But hopefully, we're not that stuck.
Hopefully
I don't mean
not.
that as an insult. I'm just saying, like,
No, that's fair. No, listen. What else am I gonna do? Sit here? That's silly.
okay.
Silly. I could do something.
Stephanie says, sitting there.
Amazing. So Milo and Jerome are gonna go out and attempt to push. All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Okay.
maneuver with the. I'm gonna like step on the gas or reverse as necessary. See if we can
Yeah.
get the tires unstuck.
Awesome. So y'all go out there and you push your body. Milo, you are a homebody. You don't got any muscle mass.
None.
or
None.
close
I'm
to
there
boy.
for ornamentation.
And nothing is hiding underneath that hoodie. It's just noodle arms. And Jerome, you also get back there, and you can provide some weight here, but it's very lopsided here. So like you're doing most of the work. Milo is trying to help. It's just not matching. And
It's
of
emotional
course,
support. That's all.
it's emotional support at this point. Like we could do it together, not really, but like, hey, maybe
If one of us getting chased by a cougar, then both of us getting chased by
sure, yeah, family, right?
Cougar date,
And yeah, that's what it is. And you can hear your grandma, Sissy, just like you can't hold it like that. You have to get leverage, okay? You gotta like dip low and you gotta like push up like so. And you can
Do not
see
have a
her from the
stick
corner of
or-
your eye, like gesturing about how this is supposed to work. I pulled over 70 times on the road, have this happen to me, and I was able to do it all by my lonesome.
Mm-hmm.
What is that supposed to mean? No, don't sass me, boy.
Sorry.
So you tried to do her gesture, at the very least, to like accommodate her.
Let's appease her in this situation.
And it does help a little bit, but it's pretty stuck in there. For you, Darcy, you are helping with like pressing the gas as needed. If anything, it's making it worse. And you remember as you were driving that there was a red glow in the distance. There might be a motel, there might be a gas station, there might be a mechanic that might be able to help you and tow the car. Hopefully.
I'm gonna roll the window down and I'm gonna say, "Hey, I don't think this is working. I did see something down the road. We're already muddy and wet. We might as well try and like go down there and see if we can get help. If there's anything down there."
Probably a good idea. Jesus. Oh my god.
Milo's out of breath,
Do
like
you
entirely.
I don't really want you to, but if you want to come back in the car and like rest before
No.
we get Okay,
No.
thank you.
I'm so
Thank you.
wet and gross. I'm not gonna fuck up your car.
Thank you.
I do have an umbrella in there, probably. No, fuck.
I
Thought I
mean,
was thinking ahead. Then I figured I was just gonna mosh, so I guess it didn't matter. So
you thought ahead for the moshing.
yeah, I don't care if these jeans get muddy.
Yeah,
You better care about those jeans getting muddy. Then you're gonna have to like put a stain remover on that.
Grandma Cece, I'm a lawyer. I do make okay money.
Okay, money. You still need to have some decency when it comes to your clothing and taking care of it.
Do you think I might know? I can take care of myself, Grandma.
I
Moved across the country.
Just
I
arguing
lean
with
back.
air.
Right. I lean back to Stephanie. I'm like, "Are you gonna be okay walking in the rain?"
Stephanie is like staring out at the rain, like kind of like reaches her hand out and like I said drops like fall. She like jerks back like it stung her. Yeah, we'll be fine. I'll be fine. Does anyone have like a jacket or anything?
Yeah, you can.
'Cause, like she's like full face
Yeah,
makeup.
you can put my jacket. Yeah, and like it's literally like it's kind of around my waist. I'm sitting on it, so I like lean up to get it from under me, and then I like hand it to you. It's just like it's a jean jacket.
Thank you. I'll make sure I wash it.
It's fine. It's dirt. Dirt is character. Dirt is character.
Mhm. That it is. You all get out and you are heading towards that glow in the distance. It looks like it's about maybe a 5-minute walk, so it's not a terrible bit, but you might get a little soaked here because it's just a downpour. There is no moment of reprieve, but you walk briskly.
I grab my bag out of the trunk.
You are grabbing your bag. All right, cool. So good to know.
Me too. I also.
You all can do that. Y'all can do that.
I want to have my bat in case we do get approached by a cougar. We just go square up. It's gonna be what it is.
That's a fair point. Thank you. Thank you so much. Squabble up. So y'all grab your bags. You get your bat. And just in case, like I think y'all have weapons, like in terms of like just handheld, like pocket knives, stuff like that with you, for safety. And you walk for 5 minutes on the 4-minute like mark. You're like it's right there as you're walking into the motel, and you see it in red lights. The Shelterwood Inn. As you walk in, you do hear in the distance a growl, but it's a bit far off, so it's not near you. Maybe it's like in the wood line nearby. But you're like, oh shit! Like nope. We're gonna go into the motel area. We're gonna stay safe here. That's what we're going to end up doing. And you walk in. 1 second.
It is 2005, but like Scream, Final Destination, all the good ones have been out for a while. We know what not to do.
Yeah, we all know what we need to do to protect ourselves. Like we are aware. So like there's a grassy patch of like a section in the center. If you were to bring your car in here, it's like a U shape, where there's parking slots there. And then there's clearly like houses that they're essentially like rooms. They look like houses. They're ground level. Very similar structure to a normal motel. And then in the center of this U shape, you assume is like where the lobby is, or the front area, the reception, and all the other stuff where people converge. Right there. You do see that there is 2 cars. One is a faded red sedan. Another one is a black SUV. And you also do see a sheriff's car, like a cop car as well.
Nice.
So yeah, so they're parked in front of, it seems like the respective rooms, essentially. One in front of 1 and another one in front of 5. And the cop car is just like parked near the front area, essentially. And you see, like, hey, if I want to get help, perhaps the lobby, the front area where everyone is, like that might be a good decision. Yeah. So are y'all going towards there?
Yeah, I think we go to the lobby first because I'm not about to knock on the door where a police officer might be. It's
Okay.
2005, but I'm still black. Um. So yeah, I go to the lobby. Is there anybody there?
So you go up to the lobby door, and you try the door, and usually it's open, but it's locked. You do hear that there are voices inside that are talking amongst themselves, low.
And well, somebody else can absolutely do something. But before I knock on the door, I'm actually gonna like look in through the glass, see if I can see. Like, is it glass or is it solid?
It's glass, but it's like that faded solid look, so you can't really
Ah.
see anything in, unfortunately. So
I think as he's just gonna start knocking on the door, like pounding on the door.
what do you say when you knock on it?
Milo, you go.
Hello?
Okay. I'll just. I get like
Just in
shoved to the
case.
front by Jerome, and I'm like, okay. I'll pretend I was Stephanie.
Is it locked? Actually, it's locked.
It
right?
is locked. It is locked.
Oh, okay.
Who
Yeah,
locks the
it'll start
motel
locking,
lobby?
like jiggling the doorknob.
Who locks the hotel lobby? That's a really great question. So
Is it that late?
No, it's not. It's like 8, like 7.
Let us in. We have money.
So
Don't
as soon
say
as
that
like
loud,
y'all are
that's wild.
knocking, like each of you are like shoving each other, like you ask, no, you ask, kind of situation. Like, why should I have to do it? As y'all are doing this and you call out, the voices inside stop very suddenly, and then there's a awkward long pause before you hear the lock twist. You unlatch, and the door opens and you see a man standing there. How may I help you?
Hi, this is a motel. Yes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Sorry that we like patted her, but that was locked and we're kind of stranded. So.
Is everything all right? Like, what happened?
We very much avoided something in the road, and the rain is bad, and we hydroplaned into a ditch about 5-minute walk back.
Oh, man, that's unfortunate. But and he opens the door fully for you. He's like, "Oh, come on in then. Like, get out of the rain. Take a moment, take a load off, get warm, and let's see what we can do." And he opens the
Do you
door
have
for
a
you.
bathroom?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And he like points as you walk in, and you can see like there's the main area of the motel. There's like the reception desk off to the side, and this is like a very old-fashioned type of hotel. So there's like no key cards. This is like honest to God, like archaic keys with like the number like on it. Real keys. You see like there is on the other opposite side of the wall. There's like a door that leads probably to like an office or like an extra extension there, probably like the office for this person. If you look off to the right, there is like a well-stocked bar, seating area, like eating area as well. Like, so like this is where people would get like their breakfast to go in the morning, so on and so forth. And he's like, I'm Otis, by the way. I'm the owner of motel.
Pleasure to meet you, Otis.
Pleasure to meet you too. So you got your car stuck, is what you said? And you said something weird was happening outside?
Yeah,
was
there
like-
was
It was
this-
a jaguar.
I'm sorry.
Not the vehicle. Not a car. A cat. I think.
A cat,
We think.
you think?
Like a really big one. Like
Interesting. Okay. I don't think we have big cats
I
in
was
this
just about to
area.
say, I fully acknowledge that we are in an area of America where they don't have it.
Okay. All right.
But
Okay.
we saw something very big and four-legged that was stalking towards the car, and so I tried to swerve around it, and now here we are.
I
And
see.
it's not out there.
I see. That's understandable and fair. How about this? Y'all can sit in the lobby area. I'm gonna call like next door. There's like garage and gas pumps and stuff. See if See if like the mechanic there can like help you with that, like hitch your car, get it right, and then you can get back on the road. I know it's like raining out there; it's pretty bad, but like if we can help, we can. So just take a load off and a good call.
Thanks. That's nice.
Thank you.
Absolutely. He nods and he walks around to the reception desk and starts calling. He's like puts the phone up. Are y'all gonna wait for him to do this, or are you going to like take a moment?
I'm actually gonna. There's usually a vending machine in these lobbies. I'm gonna look in the vending machine and get like some peanut M&Ms or something. I need a snacky.
So interesting. So you go to it's closer to like that bar area and stuff. And as you walk in to the glow of the vending machine, one, you do notice that the vending machine is starting to become very empty. So like there is like 2 M&Ms and they're not with peanuts, unfortunately, which I'm sorry. And a Snickers. And that's about it.
Ain't got no Mike and Ike's.
They got no Mike and Ike's.
I'll get the Snickers though. I will straight up get the Snickers.
Can't go wrong with Snickers. You put your money in and you do that. And you notice that y'all are technically not alone. There is, you see sitting in the dining area, a pastor, a dark-skinned man with salt and pepper beard. He is actively like drinking probably a cup of coffee or tea or something like that. And then there's a woman in a business suit sitting at the bar, and she's looking at y'all like blank-faced. Probably y'all look soaked, probably, and she's also like kind of over staring is the best way to put it. Like it's kind of rude, but she's like, wow, a group of kids just came in soaking wet, and I hope they're okay. Maybe is like the vibes you're getting.
I get that. Like my mental image of her is that she just does not do kids. Like she's a businesswoman. She has no time for children. So anybody younger than 30 that approaches her, she's like, I have no time for you. What are you doing here? Why do you exist?
You're getting that vibe of like children, like early 20 somethings.
Children.
She's like probably late 20s, early 30s, or mid 30s, perhaps. Dark-skinned woman with curly hair. Has like
attractive? Is it attractive?
That's a great question. I think she would be if she wasn't like just like mean mugging y'all, I suppose. But you would give the vibe of she's attractive.
Got it.
I don't know, mean mugging like.
Some people
That doesn't
like
stop
that.
anything. That changes nothing.
Roll for it, Esquire.
But yeah. So what is everybody else doing as like Otis is like dialing, and you can see that he's waiting on the phone, and like you can kind of hear the distant dial tone essentially, but he's waiting.
Stephanie goes to the restroom to make sure her face hasn't melted off.
Oh man, that is true. You pass by everybody. Like the bathroom is like next to the bar. So like as you pass the bar, you make a left. There's like a door for the bathroom. And you go in, and it's not running too much. Like there's a little bit of mascara drip, but you can easily dab that away. Thanks to Darcy like offering what she could. You were able to stop that from happening. So get it. You use the bathroom. You make sure there's no bleed. You do notice while you're there, you wash you use your restroom, you check your makeup, you wash your hands. You turn the sink on to do so, and nothing comes out. There's like a rustle noise, like like the pipes trying, I guess is the best way to put that, but that's about it.
And, like turn it on and off again, and like hit the out, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of trying to see if something works.
It doesn't seem to. You do notice that like when you turned it on, and it took a while for it to like hit you suppose, like there's a smell, and it smells a lot like mold, maybe like something like moldy, wet, earthy. It's very mild, but like perhaps like there's mold in the pipe blocking it.
Ew. And like kind of like looks around for it. I mean, there was hand sanitizer back then,
Luckily, there is like a hand sanitizer
Sweet.
like thing, but you have to do like the hand pump for it instead of like the automatic one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They don't
and
have
you just
those.
do that, and you're like, I guess this is what it was like. You're getting the ick from this place, is what you're vibing. Like it's on its last legs, is what y'all are getting the vibe of here. And you do that. What about Milo? What are you doing, Milo?
Milo is like trying not to track the immense amount of mud that is on his shoes and probably like the bottom half of his pants through this lobby. Yeah, it's kind of not great, but so he's like kind of near the front door. If there's like a little thing, he's been like trying to get the mud off of his shoes and trying not to touch too much. And you know, he's just trying to get a feel for the place, like why it was locked. He's like trying to like, is this an event? What was going on? Kind of like awkwardly waves at the woman who is mean mugging all of us because he doesn't know what to do with himself.
So you're just staring on the,
Yeah.
like, I imagine you're not even sitting on the other end of the bar, you're just standing there.
Yes.
And then you
Like,
realize, oh, she's
trying to
still
find
staring.
a place to be. And yeah, he's like,
rolls her eyes and goes back to her drink at the bar. What did I do?
he's like, did I do something? Like, completely so socially unsure is this man. He's like looking for one of his friends to like be like confirm, like so like, where's Jerome?
Yeah,
I know where
Jerome
the other
doing?
two cats are.
So I think Jerome would have actually went back outside because I'm soaked and I do squarely fall into the respectability politics time of the of this year's. And so I'm like, I am wet and I am in front of people who I don't know. And maybe, just maybe, this is not exactly acceptable. And so I go outside. If there's like an awning, I'm like wringing out my hoodie. Because the only part about me is dry is my feet because I'm wearing these big ass Doc Marten boots.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like trying to like warm myself up a little bit. And then just like, is that fucking cougar still out here? Because I'm going to beat that bitch ass. Like, it tested me and I'm waiting. I'm in the light now. Come at me.
You hear a
I'm
voice
looking for it.
over your shoulder. You're kind of like doing that thing where you're amping yourself up, like a cougar's gonna get it. That's your goal here. And you hear your grandmother's voice again. And this time, instead of just her voice, you see her materialize in front of you. And you know how your grandma looks, sweet older lady, but there's a frightening visage of her that you've gotten used to here of like, hey, death state. She looks gaunt, she looks thin, and you see like those pupils that usually for humans, they are black. They are glowing white as they stare at you. Very horrifying to look at, but she hasn't done anything ever horrifying as long as she's been attached to you. And she's like, could you please take care of yourself here? Like, I know you have more sense than that to run after a cougar.
I'm not going to run after it, but if it come after me, then it's going to get, it is what it is.
I don't know what to tell you, hun, but I don't think. She looks around conspiratorially as if anybody can hear her. And she says, I don't think that was a cougar.
Neither do I.
So, like, if y'all can get your car fixed, or at least pulled out the mud, I would say you leave this place as quickly as possible. I'm getting the bad vibe, bad juju all over this place.
Yeah, that's why we ain't got no place in the South.
I was trying to avoid them places that used to be sundown towns.
Yeah. This at least everybody seems nice enough, like mixed company
Yeah, they
in
seem
there.
fine. I just something ain't right.
No. And she looks around at the houses as well. It's just like, yeah, some don't seem right here. Mm. So yeah, as quickly as you can. I'd rather you don't stay here. And she starts fading away.
Sometimes you have really good advice. Other times,
I have good advice all the time, darling, as you see her fade from like the feet up. And then
Lord
eventually
help
she
me.
gives like the most charming, sweet grandmotherly smile as like that fades out. The smile fades last.
I'll walk back in.
Mm-hmm. You
And
walk
I
back
sit
in.
down dejectedly.
Why
Yeah.
outside?
I'm sorry.
Why were you outside?
I was trying to jar off.
Outside?
It's raining
Well,
outside.
I wasn't gonna wring my shirt out in here.
Okay, fair.
Otis.
I mean, I could have.
Y'all want
Otis-
to Snickers?
That lady give me like the meanest look.
Oh, right. What? Did we do something?
I don't know.
Okay.
You think she liked me?
He like glances over at this woman and then back at you. Back and forth one more time. He's like, I'm gonna go with probably not, but I'm not like super good at this sort of thing. So like, maybe.
Maybe she need legal services. I
Maybe
can
I can
practice
give
here
her some
anyway.
legal services.
Hey.
Hey. So y'all having like a hushed conversation, Milo and
Yes.
Jerome. Darcy, I think you got your Snickers. You didn't
I
get
got
your
my
M&Ms.
Snickers. That's
You
okay.
come-
A Snickers is fine.
Snickers is good. Can't go wrong with Snickers. You walk back into the main lobby area where Otis has called and he kind of makes a face. This is going to be the second time he's calling and he's still waiting. Yeah. Okay.
Everything good, Mr. Otis?
He hangs up the phone. I'm not sure. I might like check something real quick. They're like right next door. So I'm gonna walk over. I'll be right back. But like if you don't mind waiting like in the main area over here and let's see what I can do.
Fine, be careful. It's obviously very, very wet out there. And
Mhm.
there's something.
It was definitely something.
I believe y'all. I do. So I'll try to keep a low profile. I'll make it quick. And I'll be right back. And he doesn't go through the front, but he goes through the back area. Like there's like a back door to this building. Probably it's the easiest way to get over because there might be like a median that's like blocking everything off kind of thing. And y'all kind of sit or can sit in the main living area, like the main dining and bar area, where the pastor is and the very mean muggy businesswoman that apparently is just like she's mean but like person is. As y'all are settling, you hear the front door open and you hear a voice say like got nothing, must have run off, we'll deal with oh hi. And it's a sheriff, like a man like in a sheriff's outfit, like he's like standing there. It's like hi.
Hello?
Hi.
Where is Otis?
He just started walking to the there's like a mechanics over there that he could. That's where he went, right?
Y'all need a mechanic? Is everything okay?
My car is in the ditch, like 5 meters, 5 minute walk the other way.
Oh, yeah. So you crashed off to the side, got stuck in the mud, kind of thing.
Yeah. There was something big in the road. You came in. You were, I assume, talking to be overheard by Otis, but you say you were chasing something off. We saw something big in the road.
Maybe that
That
was it.
yeah,
Um,
maybe.
all right, it must have run off or something, like I was saying. So, hopefully everything's okay. Like I'm not used to that kind of wildlife around here, I guess. So, but yeah,
What did it look like to you?
he thinks and he ponders. I thought it was a bear.
Bear. Okay, that is slightly more likely than we thought.
Hmm.
Still concerning.
But still concerning. It was a big one. But like if we can get it out of the area, like or move it, or I can call services about it to get it moved if we get eyes on it. That's something that we can do. But yeah,
I look around. Oh, go ahead.
Is it normal for bears to just be out and about?
first time I'm hearing about it.
Okay, it seems strange to me. That's all.
It's very strange. Hopefully Otis gets back. Perhaps y'all can like. Did he call the mechanic already?
Yeah, he
and
called
didn't pick it up.
twice. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's probably where he went. All right. I'll just stay out, keep an eye out. My radio's in the car. Like I already made call to see if there's anything that can help there. Y'all should just settle in until he gets back. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna set the scene a little bit more for y'all. All right. Now that y'all are settling in, y'all are
Settled
stuck a
in.
little bit.
Is she
Yes.
back from the bathroom yet?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that I think she came back, right?
Yeah, she
Okay.
she spends a hot second in there, but yeah, she does come
She
back
didn't
out.
disappear into the ether.
Did Stephanie tell us about the water situation?
Not
Yeah.
yet.
So you come out.
Okay.
You have like the ick on your face of like as you come out and join everybody. You see that there's a sheriff there. There was a conversation that was happening.
Careful. There's like no water here and it smells like ick. Like ugh. It smells like moldy. Ugh.
Moldy
Really
water?
long. Huh?
No water, more like. Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe there's water in like the actual rooms, but they don't necessarily worry about it because most people don't stay here long.
Hopefully we don't care.
The priest that's like on at like the coffee, like he's eating or not eating, sorry, drinking like coffee or tea or something like in a mug, and he's like, "This is a very transitional place, as it was. People don't tend to stay long. I just found myself stuck myself."
You said transitional, not transactional.
Not, I mean, technically it's transactional too, but it's also transitional.
Never mind.
Never.
My name's
young
Jerome.
man.
Nice to meet you.
Second. Where is? Oh, he stands up, puts his cup down, reaches a hand out to you. Is like, "I'm Father Fred. It's nice to meet you."
So why are you stuck here?
I was kind of bought, like Coldwater is nearby. I was kind of called in like to assist in a situation. They had like a whole gathering. They were calling pastors into the area. Just a little gathering. I was replacing somebody else. Why are y'all
Pastor
here?
gathering.
Like, what are y'all? Y'all aren't stopping here, right? Y'all seem like y'all are on the move.
No.
On our way up to Chicago.
Is there like something happening there, like a convention or?
I have an MCR t-shirt on.
It's a big festival. Warp. I mean, have you heard of Warp Tour?
I think I've heard about it before. Like it might not be my sort of thing, but it seems about right. Y'all look like y'all ready to have a good time. Y'all know each other. Y'all like grew up together, friends.
Yeah.
Road trip.
Since we're kids. Yeah.
Road trip.
As Fred's talking, specifically for you, Stephanie. You hear what sounds like screaming coming from outside. It sounds like someone is struggling for life, being eaten and mauled by something out there. It's a very sudden, there was calmness, and then suddenly blood-curdling screams, pleads for help.
I just say struggling for life is a phrase. That is
It's a-
such a phrase.
Distressing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Except he goes, "Oh my god, do you hear that?"
Do we?
Nope.
But
Somebody out there, like, oh, they like, oh, you don't hear that?
No.
She'll go to the door and kind of like peek out and see if she sees anything.
Up to the
Very
moment of it
much like
screaming, it
crack.
gets, as you get closer and you're walking, it gets louder and more desperate. You feel like your gut, like the pulsing, you can hear your own heartbeat. You're concerned because like, we just saw something out there. Maybe it got somebody, maybe it got Otis, maybe like one of the guests here. Maybe that's what's happening out there. Oh God, I don't know if I want to see that. I don't want to see some chaotic display of murder. You open the door, and then that volume just suddenly cuts off. There's nothing out there. Just rain. You see like the dump trunk, the dumpster next to the door. Out to like the wood and everything like that. Nothing's there.
She'll close the door and kind of like look around, see if she sees like a TV or a radio or anything anywhere.
Could you
Lobby.
roll control for me, please?
Yeah, how do I do that again?
Roll a d20, and your control is 9. You want to get below 9.
Oh boy. Is that oh, that's a 7.
Awesome. It's fine. You're okay. That was a little weird. But maybe like there like that fear of like, hey, you got chased down a little bit. You got stopped by something in the middle of the road. Maybe your mind's playing tricks on you. And just as you're closing the door, getting ready to close the door, you see Otis jogging from the other side, coming to like jogging over. Like, oh, everything okay?
Mm-hmm.
How about this?
Did you hear from the mechanic?
I didn't see him there, so maybe he turned in for the night, I guess. It was a little early, but I'm sorry, folks. How about I do something for you? I'll make dinner and room on the house.
Like kind of says like two others.
Well, I know it's not like sunshine and rainbows here, but like hopefully the morning you'll be fine. Like, and we can get the car.
Yeah, it's one night, and we planned to spend a little bit of extra time in Chicago anyway, seeing the city and stuff before the tour. So, and hopefully if it stops raining, we'll be able to get the car out of the mud easier.
Yeah. And it's really nice, Otis.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so just get comfortable. I'll make something real quick. And yeah, and then he comes in, closes the back door, locks it. Probably because, hey, we're gonna make sure all the necessary doors are locked, and we're gonna make sure. And you might be getting the vibe. Maybe that was why the lobby was locked down. Because hey, you see the sheriff still standing there. Ever so often, like looking out one of the windows through the blinds. But that's about it. Everyone else is still like.
You noticed this, right?
Yeah, you do. I'm telling you all of this. This is like
Yeah.
I'm giving you this. You also notice, and I'm gonna let y'all know this too. There seems to be like a weird kind of holding pattern here in the lobby with everybody here. Like there's the sheriff that's standing near the window. You see this businesswoman that looks irritated that's just sitting there and kind of mean mugging you. There is uh Otis who has disappeared into the kitchen and apparently is making food. And there's a pastor who is like kind of sipping his tea, kind of sipping his coffee, and like looking off into the middle distance. It feels very stagnant and still and like they're waiting for something.
All right. Can I ask y'all a question?
Everybody turns their head to look at you.
What are y'all worried about? I've been in enough courts where this sort of behavior generally means that somebody is guilty, they done did something, or they're worried some information is about to come out that they wish didn't.
Oh, lawyer, says the woman at the bar. It's like, listen, I don't want to be here right now. I was supposed to be in Chicago at this point in time, but things just didn't turn out that way. So now I am sitting here waiting to get a call before I go back to my room. That room is gross, by the way. But now that Otis isn't here, I can say that freely. And Sheriff's like, I'm just worried about like hopefully a bear that's out there.
Yeah, but why are you here worried about a bear?
Why am I here worried about a bear? I'm here with Otis. Otis is a friend of mine. I've decided to check in. Can I not do that?
No, it's just...
I mean, bears don't go to hotels. So.
There is a lot of circumstantial evidence that something ain't right.
The woman at the bar laughs like, oh, jeez.
Milo's nodding fervently. Like, yes, finally.
Like,
yes.
Someone gets it. Oh my God.
I don't know what. And maybe I'm just being a little paranoid because I saw a thing that shouldn't be here. But this seems like a weird set of coincidences. You're stuck here. We're stuck here. You're stuck here. And this seems like some shit we see in a horror movie.
All right, relax. So like she says from the bar. And like Father Fred's like, all right, let's calm down here. Okay, like, is there any way we can soothe like your mind here? I can go back to my room if like me just being here is making anybody uncomfortable. If I'm staring off into like, I just need a break. It's been a long few days. I just needed a break. The first time I'm having my tea. I haven't had tea in several days.
Can I ask you something, Father Fred?
Sure.
The reason that we didn't stop at Coldwater is because we've been hearing about, I look at Milo,
missing people.
Missing people. And you said that you came down as a gathering of preachers and ministers. Can I ask what was going on in Coldwater that needed so many ministers? Because it doesn't seem like the place for a convention. We're a long way from the Southern Baptist Convention.
Okay. There were a lot of, there was a service, a memorial of sorts of people that went missing, and we were brought in to consult, if that means anything. So, and oddly enough, I was replacing a pastor that went missing.
Did you find out anything about
what?
Like about like I don't know what they tell pastors. Maybe you.
Like, they don't know what happened. They missed their loved one. Last thing they heard, they were just doing something fun. That's all I know.
It's not. We didn't hear that people had actually died. We just heard that people had gone missing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No one's been found so far that you know of.
So basically, he was doing like grief counseling.
Essentially. Like from what he's saying, there was a memorial or a gathering of people because it's enough that there's something like that in Coldwater. and the church got together to do something for the town, perhaps.
Have you ever had to do anything like this before in like the area, like Cold Lake, or are you like a traveling kind of?
This isn't really my area, so.
Oh, I mean, it's nice of you to like come do that. Then, I mean,
I appreciate it, son, but it is exhausting, and I'm really tired. Really tired. So the fact that I have to stay before going back home, it wears on these old bones a little bit.
yeah, this place seems. Maybe that's the only reason people stay. No offense to Otis, but it seems just kind of like that's the only customer base. He's like kind of looking around, trying to get a like. Are we literally the only people in this motel? Like, this might be the whole
Apparently.
kit and caboodle. Like,
You did see cars out there, and they were parked in front of like respective like motel rooms. You're not sure if it's these people's or if there's
Yeah.
people staying there, I guess. So you're like, maybe it's their cars.
maybe
But
we might be the only people.
Or it's
That
the
and this-
Midwest and the cars are just there and have been there forever.
That's also very valid. It could just be
Yes.
old cars. When you passed by, there was like a red and a red and a black car. The red one looked kind of faded, but like it could just be that's the car. You didn't really see
there
any
was
sun
a
damage.
court that stayed on my street for like 6 years and ain't nobody ever moved it.
Down here, though, you know, they will ride a car until its wheels fall off, and then they will just get new wheels and ride it until the body falls off. So, I'm not surprised by seeing some old or faded cars here.
No. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Maybe I'm being paranoid. That is
Oh no,
absolutely-
really?
Ma'am.
It's like this chick.
You need a hug. Not from me.
I wasn't gonna ask you for one.
I wasn't going to give you one, even if you asked. But I appreciate the sentiment. Me and my friends are going to go to a room and we're going to play games and we're going to drink. And I'm sorry, Father, we're probably going to do some drugs.
Didn't have to tell him that. That was
listen,
not necessary.
He just
And
makes
we
a
are
face
going
like,
to relax because this place seems way too tense for all of y'all. And it's definitely too tense for me because I've been living the laid back ass life that I've been living recently. And this is a lot.
Law school, I
Well-
don't think that's laid back. I
No,
just hate
law
to break
school
that
at
to you.
Stanford wasn't laid back, but now California is way more laid back.
Right.
Because when things get rough, I just go to the beach and I watch white people do silly shit like fall off skateboards. And that's funny to me.
Father Fred and the woman at the bar both nod like like, just as you're like, I'm gonna go and get a room and all that other stuff. You see it, this conversation happens for a while, a decent amount of time, and Otis comes back out with like food on a plate and stuff, and he's like, oh, did y'all want to take this to go to your room?
Yes, please,
I-
sir.
Yeah,
do that. Yeah. I got it. Like, goes back into the
Can we
room.
take a bottle to go too?
What kind of bottle? Like, and he looks at the bar, like, because like there's like a whole bar situation. Like, it's well stocked. This is the one thing that is well stocked in this whole goddamn motel. Everything else is dust covered. Obviously the vending machine's empty, but for some reason, liquor
Hypnotic
stock?
and Hennessy. We're going to have Incredible Hulks.
He like gives you a look. Sure. Like goes to the back. It looks like y'all had a long day and y'all seen some shit. So Otis goes in the back, reaches up, gets the Hennessy, brand new bottle, gives it to you.
I hand him $200.
Oh, you are generous. Thank you. And he tucks it into like his front pocket, goes back to the kitchen, and you can hear him like gathering stuff, putting stuff in boxes, putting it in a bag, comes out to you, hands it off to you, Milo, all the food,
Yes,
and
just,
walks
like,
over. It's like stacked, like styrofoam, like
yeah,
also.
he
So,
looks like Gus, like from Cinderella, like.
Amazing. So you go to you follow him to the front area. He reaches back to get a key, like one of the keys. And the key says, just gonna double check something. The key says room number 1. Grabs it. Because y'all passed by, and I'm like, obviously no rolls are required here. There's off to the left-hand side when you're walking in on the left, there's 1, 2, and 3. Those are bigger rooms. So like the biggest rooms on the right-hand side, there's like smaller rooms. So like 1 room over to the left is 2 rooms on the right kind of situation. And you're like, oh, number 1. What is that room? Cool. Opens the door. You can hear the rain, the thundering outside as soon as like it's like a seal is broken again. You're back into the water. You quickly rush over. Luckily, there's like some awnings or like you can just walk around. You don't have to like be directly in the water this time. And you expect him to go to 1, which is like the one closest to the road. He goes to 2. And he opens it. He doesn't use the key, but he's able to open it. Maybe it was unlocked already. And he flicks the light on inside. And it's a very large room, like extremely large room. But you realize pretty quickly that this room is like the honeymoon suite. So like there's like a water bed in the middle, like, you know, like it's a heart-shaped bed. There's a couch off to the left-hand side. There's like its own personal like a really large bathroom with like a hot tub and stuff. Like it's very like 80s chic is like the vibe you're getting here. And it has like chandeliers, kind of still dusted, but not as dusted as the one in the main lobby. It looks great. You also notice that like the window is like open a little bit. Like it's not open wide enough that someone might have tumbled in or out of it, but it's open. So like it's just like, oh, like you can see the wind coming through, but nothing. It didn't get too wet in here. That's all you really notice about the room. He gestures y'all
Mr.
in.
Otis. This family and the vibes ain't this.
Stephanie
We
pushes
don't-
past and like belly flops on the bed.
I think we just want to make sure that we didn't give you like that. We are friends. We are all
Yeah.
friends.
Nothing like that. Just this is the biggest of the rooms. I had a moment where like I wasn't sure if I was going to give you one or the other kind of thing, and you know, like don't think of it like how I thought it. Like I didn't think that at all. By the way, I just no assumptions here. Just biggest room, more sleeping options. Like there's like a pull-out couch over there. So like
Okay.
don't no. Like, listen,
There's something weird about the room. I can't see shit. I'm like, what? What's going on?
It's all good. This is fine. Thank you for giving us like more
Yeah.
space. That's great. But I just wanted to make sure that you didn't think that we
Nah.
were. Yeah. Okay. I feel you and me, Jerome. We are in the same. We're. Okay.
Yeah.
Everything good though? This is a decent sized room, more space, all this other stuff.
Yeah.
We'll make this work. It's fine.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So enjoy yourselves, and we'll check back in with the mechanic tomorrow.
Thanks, Mr. Otis.
You're welcome. leaves the door open for you, so you all go in. Hands you whoever's last. Who would be last in this line here?
I mean, I'm trying to push
Me?
it down.
You're last.
Yeah.
Me, I just because this makes me slightly uncomfortable.
The honeymoon suite.
Yeah,
This is what gets you here in the haunted motel.
these are like my sisters. It's just
haunted
this all just it's weird.
Look, as long as we know that we're not gonna use this like that, I think we're fine. Like, it's just shapes. It's just shapes.
It's just shapes, and water beds are really comfy. Like, you should give it a try.
It's so
I am a
comfy
black
comparing
man in
the
2005. All I know is the patriarchy. It's either this or something else.
So,
My mama
You-
told me the only thing open after 1 a.m. is legs. So this is what I grew up knowing.
oh my god. So you're last out. Otis passes you the keys, and you turn. You're like, "Thank you." Turn. You look down at the keys, and you remember. Wait a minute. This is room 1 key.
Yeah.
You're in room 2.
Is
And
this
just
gonna unlock this door?
You think that you're like, that's not how that works. You know, like maybe like he knew better. Like he knew like, oh, it was switched up, or like for some reason. And just as you're thinking about it, the door
okay.
closes. And you're like, wait a minute, this is the wrong key. And you hear the door lock behind you.
We inside.
You're inside. Someone locked from the outside, yeah. You hear
All
that.
right.
Everybody else
Then
is
I'll
like,
try to open the door.
you go back and you try to open the door. It won't budge. You need a key. You have the key. You're like, well, I'll just try the key. Doesn't work. It is the wrong key.
I tried this a few times because my logical brain
Yeah, you're
is
like,
telling me that this is supposed to work.
yeah. And you try again. And you try again. It doesn't work. And you might be putting 2 and 2 together of, did he intentionally give me the wrong key and lock me in this room with my friends?
Uh-huh. I stand there for a second.
You're the only one that knows this because like you're the only one that heard it. Everybody else is like dive bombing onto the waterbed, setting up on the couch, opening the food and stuff like that. Like,
and I'm just like, you know what? It's not that big of a deal. We'll deal with this tomorrow.
I love that.
We'll deal with this tomorrow. I bring out the Molly.
Bring out the Molly. So you're like, you know what? It's fine. So y'all are settling in for the night. You're like, you know what? This room isn't bad. Like, it's a very decent room, like just in general. You don't know what the other rooms look like, but this one is the most upkept. So you're assuming like maybe 1, 2, and 3, the bigger rooms are like the decent looking ones, essentially. And how are y'all like trying to relax after a very tense moment in the lobby after potentially being chased down by something that was organic and on 4s and very big? We know how Jerome is planning on getting calm with some Molly, which is very funny in the honeymoon suite. But what else is everybody doing?
I think you kind of had like the image that I had of everybody doing a thing was very accurate to what you said. Stephanie has flopped onto the waterbed. I'm pulling out the pull-out bed from the couch, so just so that we have as much space as possible. And I figured Milo was laying out the food. I have also, is there a TV in here?
Yes, there's a TV. It's like one of those like, is it like those older like 80s style box TVs.
CRT.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's like it has the antenna, but it's like you don't have
Nice.
to like wiggle it. Like apparently it's like that sturdy. This is fine. You don't have to touch this, kind of thing. That was okay. Just off topic for a little bit. That was always weird where you had to pull out the antenna on a TV. In my head, like that seems weird, but yeah. Go off.
Yeah.
You're right.
Sorry.
You're right.
So yeah, I'm gonna turn on the TV and flip through the channels until I can find I'm gonna find either MTV, or it may be late enough that, and this is a extremely niche callback, I'm gonna find like The Box, which was like the only channel that played good music videos if you didn't have cable.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's late enough, The Box is
Yes.
gonna be live.
Oh, The
I'm just looking
Box.
for some music. Like just music. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm just looking for music so that we can at least have some noise that we're familiar with while we relax. And I will not be partaking in the drugs because one of us has to remain clear.
So you are not partaking in the drugs.
I am not partaking in the drugs.
So good call. What song is playing when you turn to The Box?
You know, just to make it feel even more early 2000s horror, it's
Oh.
no, it's something, it's My Chem, because we're on our way to Warped Tour.
Yeah,
It's My Chem.
perfect. Yeah, it's My Chem. We love it. Oh, so good. Thank you.
Ugh.
Helena's playing. So which immediately Stephanie is like, yes. Amazing. All right. So you're turning the channel and you're setting the vibe with the music in this place. Stephanie, what are you doing?
Stephanie has one of those little digital cameras and is trying to like take selfies on them. And
Oh my God,
while like
I forgot, yes.
singing, yep,
You have to make a guess of where your face is.
like laying on the bed, like mouthing along to Helena and like laying her hair out perfectly so that she can get like a good like little selfie on the water bed. Yeah.
Amazing.
That's
So
what
you're
she's
doing
doing.
that.
She's already had a little Hennessy. She's feeling good.
So yeah, you had a shot of Hennessy, or you're sipping Hennessy, whatever is your choice of how you handle this. And you're leaning back and you're taking guesses of where your face is with the selfie because you're not going to be able to see it until much later. And you hear next to in your ear, have you told them yet?
I hear?
Yeah, you.
Is this I recognize?
It's okay, have you
Is
told
this a
them
voice I
yet?
recognize or
No.
she'll like sit up really quick and look around. Hello?
Have you told them that they're light years ahead of you and you're going to be left behind?
Hey, can you turn up the music?
Yeah, and I turn up the. Actually, a TV this old would. Not it'd still have a remote. I'll just turn it up.
Okay, you turn it up. You notice that Stephanie's not looking too good, but that's about it.
She'll kind of wait to see if she hears it again.
Nope.
And I think upon not hearing it again, she'll drink a little more and go back to taking selfies.
All right, you take a moment, you look around. Man, was that actually Hennessy? You know what? Not gonna worry about it. You calm down again. You go back to taking selfies. Milo, you have like a pile of styrofoam
I'm trying to I'm trying
Dinners.
to like not spill any of it.
Mm-hmm.
Do the sitting it on the floor move and then putting it on whatever's the table there is.
Yeah, you precious bean. You set it out. You're properly like opening each styrofoam. There's fries and there's burger, and it looks wonderfully constructed and put together. And the table that you're putting it on is next to that open window.
Need to shut that.
But are you going to actually shut it as you finish setting up, or?
Yeah, like I go up to the window to like see. I'm like, can it shut? This
No.
I'm like fucking with it, like looking at this. Does anybody see what I'm doing or stop me?
I will stop you if I see you at the window.
Oh yeah, he's not fast. He's not a fast man.
Just leave it open for my peace of mind.
That
Just
seems
cracked.
like
As long as it's cracked.
we could keep it cracked, but that like really seems counterintuitive. I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like that's
The cougar's
like-
not getting in there, probably. Just doing the cat bat thing that they do.
Okay, it could be a bear. It could be, I don't know, the Beast of Bray Road. It could
If
be a lot of
it's a
stuff.
bear, then it's just gonna go through the window like the Kool-Aid Man.
And okay, but it is like raining and storming and stuff. Like it.
It's a good breeze. It keeps a decent amount of moisture in the room.
That's
It's a
arguably what.
humidifier.
Probably why it's moldy in the pipes.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Excuse me?
The pipes smell like mold. That's probably
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
'Cause they
Yeah.
look
So
open.
don't get in the shower.
Yeah, but, like-
obviously.
What though?
Look, okay,
Listen.
you just want to move the table away. We can move
Yeah,
the table
we could-
away
we
from
could
the
leave
window.
it
Yeah,
open.
that.
Okay,
Right,
Because, like,
so-
okay, look,
you good, man?
the door won't open.
What?
What?
It won't open. Otis locked
What
it.
do you mean? What?
He gave you the key.
He gave me the wrong key. This is the key for room 1.
Then we need to tell him.
Yeah, I was gonna open the door back up, but it didn't open back up. And then I take
Why
another
didn't
shot
we?
of Hypnotic Hennessy.
We did. He locked it from the
Disgusting.
outside?
I don't know why people drink that.
Mhm.
Why
Yeah.
did you drink it?
We can do
You-
that.
Why would he lock it from the outside? That doesn't even seem like a function.
That's a
it should
great
have.
question. Why would he lock it from the outside? But the question is moot now because it is indeed locked and it will not open.
What, Steph? What are you looking for?
Stephanie's looking for cameras. Stephanie's like, oh my god, what if they have cameras? They thought
Ain't
because
getting
we
nothing
told them we
exciting.
were drinking and doing stuff, and so that's why they gave us the honeymoon suite because they thought, and they have cameras. Obviously,
So, you think they're gonna be like spying on us, like watching us drink and
yeah,
do
they're probably
Molly?
recording us so we can like put it on some weird site.
There's sites like that. Trust me. There's a lot of them.
What?
I don't. You find that shit. There's like it's like lively. I'm not gonna get into what
What
lively
do
is.
you-
It's fine. But you're right, Stephanie. That kind of shit does happen, and it's like super fucking illegal.
Ew.
Yeah. Ew. I'm gonna go over and try the door myself, just to like. I have to. I
give
know
you the
Jerome's
key.
not lying. And I know he's right, but I have to do it. And I imagine the same thing happens, and it just doesn't budge.
It doesn't budge. I
Oh
would
my
say that while y'all have like, even before like the concern of like, hey, the door's locked from the outside, there was like a subtle undertone. Like now that Stephanie pointed out, like there's mold in the pipes. This place has mold in the pipes, probably. I don't know if it's everywhere, but at least in the bathroom, in the lobby area, or the reception area, that's where it was. You now can put a name to that smell, that moldy, dewy smell. It's very low. It's very in the background. But it permeates a little bit. It's like they're on top of any other smell that you have. So like if this room smells really great, in terms of like freshly cleaned. Just the undertone of that earthy mold smell.
I'm
We can
good to
all
go
smell
in-
this now.
You all smell it now, yeah.
I'm gonna go into the bathroom and try. Like, I don't think any of us have been into the bathroom yet.
No.
I'm gonna go try the sink, the faucet.
Okay. You go into like the bathroom. There's a double vanity toilet, standing shower, bathtub, really nice. Tile. The main like hotel room has like carpet that matches the bed. Weird. But you try the faucet, and there's like a moment where there's sputtering. It sputters a little bit, and what you do see is the water's black a little bit. A little black. It's just a little bit of a splash. And then you try again.
So like that, like the black of something that was blocking it before the water goes clear, or does the water go clear?
It starts sputtering. It's just a little bit, and then you try again, and then more comes out, and it is just dark water. And then you're like, eventually it'll like get clear. Usually that's how that works, and it doesn't. And that smell, that permeating smell, is like now there. Like it's like tenfold.
Ugh. All right, Stephanie might have had a point. There's water here, but it's not good water. Ugh.
Should we like leave? Should we try to leave? Like, I know we don't have anywhere else to go, but I'm not really like, it just seems like a bad idea to like be in a room someone else locked us in.
I mean, we can sleep in the car.
Exactly, we could sleep in the car. There we go.
Yeah, but like there was still that thing out there.
I forgot. Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like, I mean, a room with brick wall with I'm not
Oh, that's
probably
smart.
aren't brick, but I'm just gonna say a room with 4 walls is gonna be a lot harder to get into, I hope, than my car. And also,
And listen,
we need my car to get out of here.
Yeah.
I've seen Saw. This is part of the reason why I'm like leave the window open, because if they decide to like gonna flood this place with gas or some shit like that, then at least we have some air to breathe.
Or if we need to make a very quick exodus, we could just sort of like shimmy through the window. Okay, I'm gonna like try to prop this thing open with something in the room. Is like now this is like the opposite of what I was doing. I'm looking for like a fucking lamp or something, like so the wind doesn't blow it closed.
I mix another drink.
Yeah, so you're mixing drinks. You're like, okay, what'd you say? Sorry, go ahead.
When you're done, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did we go up any stairs or anything? Or are we just on the first floor?
No, this is like a first floor motel situation.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, should I make this like leveled or should I make this lower level? I'll keep it lower level.
So good.
But Milo, you find like, I don't want to say a ruler, but like something like that is as long as a ruler to like prop the window up with. Like you can like jam it into like the little like that edge where the window is, and you do that, and you look out, like, and you can, you know that like you're on the ground floor, and you kind of know that where you are, you can see the median, and then you know like you can kind of see that there's a convenience store, not the full thing, but you know like, okay, there's the convenience store, the gas pumps, probably that's where the garage is, but you don't see it well enough to know exactly the layout. That's what you're expecting to see. You look out the window, and it's like a 20-foot drop, as if you're on the second or 20th floor of a hotel room. The feeling of vertigo takes over and seizes your stomach.
He falls back. Go ahead.
Like, and that lurch, that feeling of like, I might be pulled over the edge, because that's what it feels like with vertigo, where like if I lean, I might just go. And then survival sense takes over. And you're like, nope, yeet backwards. You're like, that's not gonna happen to me. And you fall flat on your back.
Yes, like absolute. Like somebody just dangled him over a 20-story like ledge. He is like breathing heavy. He's like totally just in his own world, like trying to like. Probably still feels a little vertigo-y. Probably still feels a little bit like you're falling, but okay.
As you do, you
Definitely
land
cool.
on like the container of food.
Like,
Like,
jeez.
and you're like, shit, fuck, I'm sorry. And you realize like the bun of the burger, the lettuce, all this other stuff, it flies off, the fries go spilling. And you realize that the meat of it is raw. It was not fully cooked, actually. It looks like it was just kind of lightly heated up on like the stovetop.
Shit. Sorry, guys. Ew. Baby, don't eat the food.
Are you kidding
What?
me?
I think maybe that guy doesn't know how to cook, or some shit. This is like, I think he just gave us raw meat.
Why did you just fall over? Like what?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. I thought it. I'm fine. I just
What did you thought?
What did you thought? What was the thought? Say it.
I just there's a drop, and it startled me. That's all.
A drop?
Like a
You
drop,
mean
like a
the
sheer
3-foot drop from window to.
I go look.
You
Me
go
too,
look.
Like we both.
You both like
Yeah.
at the same time, like, come on, walk together, look out. No, it's just like if you were to just step out, you're like no extra like lift to like go over. You just land on the other side if you wanted to.
Milo.
yeah.
Did you take the Molly already?
And
No.
Did you take too much? Because we remember what happened last time.
I remember that. I haven't even taken it yet. I know what happened last time. I'm not gonna do that again. I'm like stone cold, man. I'm stone cold sober. This is. I like really, really carefully, like kind of like maybe even behind them, Scooby-Doo style, trying to like peek over without getting close to the window. Is it normal or is it the 20-foot?
It's normal.
What the? Okay.
What you expected to see.
Okay. Sorry about that. Just.
Oh.
Ignore me. I'm good.
Maybe you need something.
Maybe I
One day.
fucking need something.
Look, we've all had experience. Like it's been a day, you know? We've been driving for goodness knows how long. And then the thing in the road, and then the skidding off road, and then the rain, and then everybody here just being real fucking weird. Like, maybe I don't necessarily want to go to sleep right now, but maybe we're just tired. Maybe we're just tired.
Yeah. That's probably it, honestly. I'm probably just tired. I will take the whatever Stephanie has offered, whatever she has in her hand and has offered, I will take a drink if she's offering it.
Oh, yeah.
Just
hands
straight out of the
hands on
bottle.
whole bottle of Hennessy.
Straight out of the bottle.
Pace passes the bottle. You take like a quick shot.
Yeah.
I get the vibe of like you not being used to alcohol straight.
No.
And
No.
it just burns, and you're just like, and then you take it again. You're like, I need this.
And then it goes to someone else. I think I just sort of hold it out to whoever wants it.
So, Darcy, you said like, I don't want to go to sleep right now. That's not what I want. And you blink thoughtfully, like, that's not what I want. And you open your eyes, and you see nothing but darkness ahead of you. You look around, and you look down at your hands, expecting, like, hey, maybe I can see my own shape. No, you can't even see that.
Like, what they see is her eyes just frantic, like left, right, up, down, wherever. And for a moment, like, she cannot talk. She cannot say anything. Like, you see her looking down at her hands, like they're not there. Like, did the fucking lights go out? What the fuck?
No?
What is you talking about?
And then, like, I close my eyes really, really, really hard, and then I open them again.
It's still black.
Okay, seriously. Did the fucking lights go out? I can't see for shit.
No.
And you see her like start to feel around like she fully cannot see.
Did you accidentally have something? Do you need water? Oh wait.
I mean, there's water. I have a water bottle in my bag, but do not give me anything from any water faucet in this room. I swear to you, I cannot see a goddamn thing.
Stephanie will like wave her hand in front of Darcy's face.
Like,
You
okay,
blink.
I feel the wind.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Begin. I sit on hills like Lauren.
Jerome.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I like there's some strange happening in this place, and I think the only way that I can deal with it is to be where I am now.
Hi, out of your mind. So you blink again, you're like, and you blink, and you blink. And then on like the fifth blink, it's like shutter pulled up off your eyes. You can see everybody just fine. It's not even like the edges blur and refocus. It's like instant, like you always had your vision.
Oh my god. Like, did I just have a stroke? Like, I swear to you, I couldn't see anything.
You do not have any of the stroke symptoms.
Thank you. I appreciate you looking out for me.
Stephanie would have gotten the water and is like holding it out.
Like the dark water?
No. The water bottle from the bag.
Oh, water
bottle.
bottle. Okay.
The bag to get
Yeah.
the water bottle. Yeah.
All right, good. Thank you. Because like that's a different thing. Like, you get a decent bottle of water. You crack that open. You drink.
Yeah, and I don't like. I have maybe a quarter of it, because I know how much water a person needs and how much water a person can have before they start to like get dehydrated. And if none of us can have water, we need to save this.
That's a good point. I'm glad you're thinking that way. This is a survival game, everybody. So
When
yeah.
your GM says, "I'm glad you were thinking that way," that means some bad shit's about to happen.
Chill ran through me.
I built.
I know. I was like,
a Tomb Raider character.
I'm glad you thought that way. That's so nice of y'all. Thank you for thinking ahead like that. So, Jerome.
Yes.
You've had a couple of like shots of Hennessy.
Yeah, I've not had the Molly yet.
You have not had them all yet. I was going to ask you. I'm like, have y'all?
I'm just drunk.
As fuck.
I went to straight up. I'm back in college. This is what we do when we aren't studying for our LSAT.
So yeah, you took a few shots, decent amount. You're definitely drunk right now. I need you right at this exact moment, and it's just because of you drinking. Roll control for me.
Yep. I got you.
Because you're taking a
figured that was
risk in a
coming.
situation that's pretty bad by getting drunk.
Got a 9.
Got a how much?
A 9. Our
Perfect.
12's 11.
You're fine. Okay, nothing bad happens. You're all.
I'm not
Gucci.
blackout yet. We're good.
We're good. We're doing great. So you're like, all right, cool. You still have your faculties. Everything's fine, even if like you're having a great time. And You look to the corner of the room, like right above, like if you're facing the window and in the corner to the right of it, top right, you see like coming through the corner these wispy tendrils of purple smoke leaking in. And starts there, and then it starts in another corner as you look around to see like, am I bugging? You look to the other corner and it starts coming in through there as well. And then you see that, okay, that's not good. You turn to the bathroom and you see it kind of float in from the bathroom as well, low to the ground.
I rush to close the bathroom door and put a towel under the door. Or blankets, whatever's closest.
Towel. I'll say like there's a towel nearby.
And then I go sit by the window. And then I go, Granny, do you see that? Grandma, see. You see that? Is it just me?
You don't hear her.
Oh, nah. She don't shut up for nothing.
She?
All of this is out loud.
What?
She'll never shut up. She usually got opinions on everything. Y'all don't see that? Do y'all see that?
What?
There's like purple shit under the door and up there.
Okay, why are we all?
And I'm just
saying
periodically
very
going to the edge of the window. Yeah, it's coming through.
Wait, are you just like inhaling air?
From
Like
outside,
air
yes.
from outside.
Yes.
Outside air, different from the inside air. Amazing. Oh man, I love that. You take a deep breath, like maybe I just need fresh air, literally.
Yeah.
Cold rain air. It feels calming. You pull your head back in. That smoke is gone.
And fuck this place. We need to get the fuck out of here.
And just as you say that, you hear in the distance, it's not in this room, luckily, but it does echo into the room because the window's open. Where the gas pumps are, there's a convenience store, there's like a median area as well. And kind of see the top of the garage. You hear a metal cling of some sort come from the convenience store area in that direction. It sounds very like sharp and sudden, like maybe something screeched against each other. Maybe? It's like very sudden and quick. And it happens again. After like a few seconds.
What the fuck is that?
Does it sound like something like walking on metal?
It sounds like maybe like something metal on metal or something falling against metal or something like that. And if you remember correctly, Otis said that like, oh, maybe the mechanic might have went home. Like, because he runs that whole area. If he's there,
He's working.
that was him maybe? Or someone broke in. Like one of the two options, maybe.
I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I am also starting to think that maybe we should just get out of here and sleep in my car.
That either Otis lied to us or there's some weird shit going on. And I think everybody's getting some sort of fucking mold poisoning or something. Like this is like I think this is like some sort like you know like how like a carbon monoxide leak could just like really fuck with you. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's whatever's in here.
Yeah, like the mold's making us hallucinate.
Wait, did you see something?
I thought it was nothing. I kind of like heard a voice earlier, but yeah.
Okay, that's like strike 4 for this. Maybe strike 6. I don't know.
You heard a voice. You went blind. You saw the building at a higher floor than it actually is. I saw purple smoke.
We're all hearing metal on metal.
So either it's real or we're all having a mass hallucination.
Right.
What, por qué no los? How many is that? 5? Por qué no los cincos?
Oh,
Yeah. This is beyond the point of coincidences. We out of coinky dinkies.
yeah.
Okay. Let's calm down. Maybe our best bet is just to, like, I don't know, leave out the window?
Personally, I think we're a bit calmer than we should be. So kudos to all of us for that, really.
Yeah. We're doing awesome.
You all hear outside of the room shuffling. Like someone walking very slow.
I go look out the window, like, hey, yo, we trapped.
Okay.
God.
Thank you, Dimples. You're great.
I'm gonna die.
When the drunk
There has to be one of us in the movie. There has to be one of
There had
us.
to be one of
There has
us.
to be one of us.
Also, thank you for the raid. I just saw that. Thank y'all for the raid and welcome on
Thank
in.
you.
We're playing Liminal Horror. Heck yeah.
And it's getting real liminal and real horror.
It's getting
I
real
want you to
liminal
know
and real
that
horrifying.
Amir hates this. I hate
I know.
everything that I'm doing right now.
I felt it in my soul that this is like Amir wouldn't do this,
Oh, absolutely fucking not.
Thank you. For
but
following
drunk
that
ass
sword.
Jerome definitely would.
You're
in
a
my
hero,
opinion.
honestly. You're a hero for that.
Amazing. So, you hear shuffling through the window, like near the window, and it's approaching the door, kind of thing. Like it was gonna just go through its path, kind of thing, where it's just like walking around. Do you stick your head out?
I just kind of like, I'm not sticking my head all the way out there. I just kind of like looking a little bit, like seeing if I see somebody through the window, like right through the crack, like you can see my lips through it, sort of situation. Like, yeah. Like, hey, can you help us out? Who that?
Can you help us out? So you can see it, but more than they can see you. And you see a woman with long red hair out, like kind of wispy. And part of it's like up, the other part's down, like dressed decently, like comfortably, like travel clothes is the best way to put it. You know, so like if someone's driving long distance, like, and she was like facing away from you, getting ready to walk inward to the parking lot into that middle area of vegetation. And then she stops and then very slowly turns to look at you. It's too slow. You're drunk, but like that was too slow. You can't really see her features in the distance. And she starts walking towards the sound.
You know what? We good. Never mind.
Still keeps walking. And each step is lumbered and too angled slowly. All you can see is the shadow of her backlit from the light from the center of the motel.
I go grab my baseball bat and I just stand there and y'all don't know what's going on. I just got a bat in my hand. I'm like, hey, we might have to hit this bitch. I don't know what's going on. She turned around real slow, like, and
You can't hit someone because they turned around slow.
No. It's creepy. It's super creepy. Like horror movie. I'm about to eat your skin creepy.
Are you
If I look
sure
outside, do I see anyone?
The shuffling gets closer and louder this
Just
time now that she's
prepare
closer.
yourselves in case we gotta go to war.
Are you keeping the window open?
Nah.
So you're closing the window.
I close the window.
All right. Since you're taking a risk now, you're going to roll dex.
Jesus.
This
Oh
is the
God.
rest of it.
I believe in you.
I'm making all of the bad decisions.
We love you for it.
That's great.
I got a 10. My dex is a 10.
If it's equal, you win. So you're good. Awesome. So, but it's close is the best way to put that. So like, you're like, hey, we're good. Still shuffles closer, like she didn't hear you.
No,
she keeps
I
moving.
for real, we good.
She keeps going and going.
Yo, cut, turn around.
Keeps going.
I slammed the window shut.
You slam it shut just as like she gets to it, and she doesn't stop. She gets to the window, and you can see her pressed up against the glass, hands on it, and keeps going. You can see her face. Cute face, freckled, brown eyes, light brown eyes. But you see pale, deathly pale. Eyes are black, all of it. And you see, like, creeping up the collar of her neck, black spores. It goes up against her cheek, to her mouth, up to her ear. And she smiles. And she keeps smiling. And she keeps smiling. Literally ear to ear. And those teeth are spotted with spores. So where you're supposed to see white teeth or yellow, depending on the type of person, it's just blackness. And I think we're gonna go to break, everybody.
This is
We love it.
terrible, and I love you.
Good. But yes, thank you all so much. We'll be back shortly, 5-10 minute break. And we'll continue this adventure from there. So don't go away, anybody. We'll see you in a bit. Bye. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? What's up? It's your boy, it's Ambrose. I am your storyteller for this evening, and we kind of left off on a really good, I think it's one of my best cliffhanger breaks yet. Thank you. The reactions were just amazing. But as we said before, Grindhouse is a series of anniversary one-shots every Friday of February, ending with us, everybody. Watch me and wonderful Bad House RPG cast members on Midnight Rush every Tuesday for Hunter the Reckoning messiness. Slumber is the reoccurring liminal horror story on Wednesdays, where they are also they're also giving away physical and digital liminal horror modules. So heck yeah, this is a fun game, and I understand a lot now that we were discussing on break. But let's pick up from where we left off immediately. We see a pale face pressed against the glass, hands pressed as well as it looks in. But not quite looking in, like kind of looking in with unseeing eyes, not focused exactly on you, but there and pushing and trying to claw in, but not putting a lot of effort in.
Can we all see this?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I hate that. I hate that for all of us.
What the fuck? That's. I mean, I've heard of like black-eyed kids. That doesn't look like that though. That looks like something.
Yo, I don't know what the fuck she on, but it ain't Molly.
I think she's on anything. This is something else. This is.
Hey, girl, do you speak English or any known language?
Talking to it.
Continues to
We
press
got a
against the
safety
glass.
barrier-ish, sort of.
Can I just say that Stephanie is like trying the door again?
You want to go out there? No, don't do that.
Like the door to the wait. She's outside the window, right?
She's outside the window. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So like not anywhere near the door. So like it's the opposite side of the.
Okay.
So yeah.
Got it.
So if you wanted to,
Okay.
I'm gonna go the opposite direction.
so yeah, you go the opposite direction. If you wanted to go through the door, granted it's locked, you're gonna need to find a way to open it.
Yeah, right now she's just trying to like
You're trying the door and you're trying the door and it's just not budging.
Okay.
If you're gonna try to open it, you're gonna have to break it down or break the knob or something.
Okay. Darcy is thinking like barring doors being locked, there has to be another like an emergency way out of this. Like there's got to be some way to get out if the door is if you're not able to get out via the door or the window. So I'm gonna look around for like emergency exit hatch, something like that.
Like a
What's
vent.
Like a van.
I
Like a
cover up
van.
the window with a towel.
Oh my god. I don't
You
think
can
that's
just
gonna
like
help.
pull like the curtains if you want.
Oh, there's a
Just,
curtain?
like-
Okay, I
yeah,
close
you
the curtain. Whatever.
yeah.
Whatever it does to not have to look at this creepy ass person anymore.
Awesome.
Storyteller.
Straight up
Yeah.
Shaun of the Dead type shit.
Yeah, what's up?
I remembered my inventory was a thing.
Yeah, yes. What do you have?
May
Oh,
I
yeah,
please
yeah. Okay,
use
so
my
yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I don't know how you want to do this because we discussed before that my locksmith tools are really just a bunch of bobby pins.
Yes, but you've had to like above table, like you got locked out of your place of work before, and it's happened enough when you first started that like you kind of picked up how to you can't keep calling the locksmith to let you back in. Like you have to find a way to and you don't have actual locksmithing tools, which might make it a lot easier. But you found out how to. You looked up like the old grainy YouTube videos of someone trying to show you how to like do this, and they didn't do a great job explaining it. You know, so like you've had to like do this like a few times, but you got
This is
it.
the early aughts of YouTube. You could find a video on how to pick lock and make napalm.
You could.
Like, it was that time.
The
What a
internet is
time.
beautiful.
What a time to be alive, everybody.
Yeah, but I would like to use my lockpicking tools in quotes to try to open the door.
All right, I'm gonna say this is a risk. So like, roll your dex.
I got an 11. It is a 13. So
Amazing. All right, so you solve the problem. Like no issues there. Everyone sees you walk over. You try the door several times, and you're like, oh, wait, hold on. You have like trip pants. Because hot topic. And you like go into one of those pockets. And you pull out several bobby pins, two different ones. One to like press down, like to wedge, and the other one to like properly unlock, doing the unlocking and pushing things. And everyone's watching you at this point because you're like, oh shit. Like, nicely done. And you hear a satisfying click. And the door is unlocked. You rotate it, there's a give. And you open the door, you peek out, and you look around to see if there's anybody out there. No.
is it like? Does it look the same? Is it dark? Is it?
It looks the same. Like cars are still there. The lobby is like just a walk away. You don't see anybody else out there.
Okay. I think.
But you have room key 1, so like you can technically open room 1 if you wanted to. It's a thought. You don't have to listen to me. I'm just giving you an option.
That is up to Jerome because I don't have the
It
key.
is up to Jerome. Yeah, I think you do have the key. I think you're the last person.
But she's like, I got it open.
Yeah, you got the key because I gave it to you when you wanted to test the lock.
Yeah, actually, you do have it.
Yeah.
You do.
Oh, I have it.
Yeah, you have it.
Okay, then yeah, you have it.
Responsibility.
So yeah, you tested it, like it didn't work, the key didn't work, you use your bobby pins. People were like, oh shit, nicely done. And then you
Bobby
do.
pins work.
And so you have the jingle of the number 1 on this key. You have it?
I think
Go ahead.
I regret this immediately, but I think just because she sees the key says 1 and 1 like right next door, she's like, does this even work on this door? And goes to try to open it.
Okay.
So you shuffle out quickly. You're glad you don't see anything out here. You go to room 1 and you try it. and it opens. Are y'all following her?
Stephanie.
Yeah, Milo walks out with her, like, what are you doing out here? He asks what she's doing out here as he is out there with her, like, completely, like, what are you doing?
I'm trying to leave.
Yeah,
Obviously.
there's like a zombie lady. You gotta, like, be more careful.
Okay, but slow. She's gonna catch us. Also,
I don't know that she's slow.
she seems pretty slow. Jerome said that she was slow, so.
For effect, I don't know. And have you, like, opened this door? What are you
Yeah,
doing?
and I think like at that, just out of curiosity, she'll kind of peek in to see if it looks like the room they're in.
I mean, she could be 28 days later.
See, that's by, thank you, yes. What if this is,
Jerome is
I'm
very-
backing out and I'll just like close the door behind me slowly. I never take my eye off that window though. The whole time I'm backing out, I grab my shit, I grab the drinks, I put them back in the bag.
I like the idea of you just like mean mugging this window and then just like grabbing stuff and putting it, you know, like so.
The whole time.
Like, all right, you got everything. Anything that y'all left behind, you can carry, because like unless like you had like large bags, like which sound like you just backpacked it a little bit, y'all able to grab that just fine. Stephanie, you walk into this room. It's a large suite, a little smaller than the honeymoon suite, but like it's still a decent sized room. Walls are covered with faded nautical themed wallpaper, shell motifs. It's weird that like they all have a theme. Have crudely like they've all been like crudely pasted in rather odd placements. Very little in the room has been disturbed. You can see the room, the beds appear to be untouched. Two distinct sets of suitcases are against the wall. So like when you enter, there's two suitcases to the left. One is red and one is blue. And there's like just a few like personal effects around. Someone should be here, but they're not.
Why would they give us the key to someone else's room?
Why are we going into another room?
She had the
I
key.
just wanted to see.
Okay, yeah,
It was like
yeah.
game.
You
Like, what if they
also
were
see
watching us
like
from that room?
you can also see like you know, it's like the closet. So like an open closet, you can see like people put like something in there. It's like one of those like those hangers that have like if you're like wearing like getting a dress or outfit ready for like an event of some sort, it's in like that like dry clean bag, like in regards to that. Like so someone had that and one of them's open, like zipped open. You can see like costumes, like elaborate theatrical costumes. And also you see on the nightstand like a stack of playbills for a passion play.
Oh no. What? Oh no.
You don't have to take much to figure out that this is a room. Like probably two people are here. Were here. They're actors, maybe, or like they work at a theater, or and they're traveling to a theater or something like that.
Have we opened the suitcases yet? I'm sorry, I stepped away.
Are y'all
We
rummaging
just
and
won't-
looting? Like, if you want to do that, you can totally.
I do. I will open.
Okay, yeah. Which one? You're doing the blue one or the red one?
Hmm. Which one is the Matrix one? What I see how I take the blue pill, you see how deep the rabbit hole goes, right? I'll open the blue suitcase.
Wow, that's
It's all you.
that was good. Nicely done. So you open the blue one, and you see like neatly like packed. It's like one of those like shell suitcases. One side like is packed neatly, the other side menswear, like button-up shirts, slacks, socks rolled neatly. You see like books, so like someone like usually like plays. So you see like Shakespeare plays. Like this is like these are books that he reads on a regular basis. They have their spines broken. nerd, dog ears and stuff like that, like different tabs. This person takes notes about plays and stuff like that. So maybe they do this on a regular basis. And you see like a wallet in there. Do you grab that?
I do. I immediately look for some sort of identification.
It says there's a picture of like man, dark hair pushed out of his face, clean shaven, blue eyes, very pale, button up, like very like stiff looking kind of. Looks kind of like a vampire. Is like the vibes you're getting, like aesthetically speaking. Name is Jackson Rose.
Jackson Rose, like the
Yeah.
flower.
Rose like Lane's Rose.
Okay, Rose.
Mhm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Maybe he was on his way to Warp Tour too.
Quick question. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Go ahead, Leah.
Because I'm watching her do this. Do we know the names of any of the missing people? Like me and Stephanie?
I
No?
feel like Milo would.
You might. You know what? I'll
I
take
was
that
like,
back.
I can roll
I-
for it. Absolutely.
Like I think that you would. This is not one of those names.
Okay.
This man is not one of the people that was here. His name is Jackson Rose. He looks a little bit like a vampire.
Maybe he is one. No judgment. That's not one of the missing people. And that's not who is. Well, maybe not a documented missing person yet.
Yet? You mean like so maybe he needs to be missing for a little bit longer before he becomes a document?
Or do you mean, are we all missing people now because we're in this creepy ass hotel?
Both? I mean both. Adults don't get reported quickly. You know, adults can just go
Milo.
off and do whatever they want.
Let's say like you're looking over Darcy's shoulder and you're like communicating
Absolutely.
with
I'm
and you're looking at all this and you're like telling your side of things, like, and you're speaking to all of them. And it's as if everybody in the room suddenly doesn't seem to like register you. And it seems to you right now they're all talking to each other and you're trying to talk through them to like, hey, like I was talking. And then they are talking with each other. It's like, oh yeah, you know what? Like, I don't think it was a missing person. Da, da, da. Kind of repeating everything you just said, as if you weren't there.
And I start to try to like, no, I really think, I swear to God, like it could be it. And every time, like it's
Did
like,
y'all hear that? This is Stephanie. Like, I thought I heard something. Then Darcy says, like, no, it's just the wind. Don't worry about it.
No, we should be worried about shit if you're hearing something. What did you hear?
Drum's like, it ain't nothing. We're gonna like make our way out of here. Everything's gonna be fine.
You just saw a woman that
No,
like.
seriously, I am hearing something, and maybe like we should leave.
And he starts to get panicky, like legitimately, like try that same like attempting slow breathing that he was on the ground. Like, can you guys hear me?
There's a moment where he's talking. Y'all were listening, obviously. And then suddenly he trails off and stares off for a moment. And he starts looking panicked and like looking around at all of you. And then you hear him say, like, can y'all hear me?
Yeah. You went away for a second. Are you good?
Yeah, duh.
But I was talking this whole time.
Yeah, we were listening, and then you trailed off, and
we were waiting for you to continue.
Did you say something about hearing something, or you said that, right? Okay.
No, nobody said anything. You were talking.
No, I swear to God, you guys You were talking. I swear to God you were talking. And you said... Okay.
And this place fucking with you too?
It is your turn.
Twice, apparently. Jesus.
Jerome, from behind, I think you're like the closest to the door. It's
Oh
closed.
yeah, I am looking out the door. My back is to the inside of this room. I ain't trying to get creeped up by this crazy white lady.
So are you like listening to them like behind, like, you know, like
I'm
as they're
hearing.
like,
I'm like periodically peeping over my shoulder, like, no, we good.
all right, cool. So like you are making sure no one enters the room kind of thing, backs to everybody, but you're listening and contributing conversation.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you feel hands slide up your shoulders and over. They're delicate hands. Dainty. They feel familiar. And then they go up your neck and caress behind your ear.
Grandma
stroke the side of
CCC,
your-
this is weird. This weird.
I'm not your grandma.
See, nope. That's not even funny. I don't
Out
like
of the
that.
corner of your hand, you see like dark skin but painted black nails. That looks very familiar. And with it, you see like wisp on the edge of your vision, purple smoke, and it engulfs you.
No.
It holds you. And you're lost in a purple fog.
Sapphire, please. We broke up. This wasn't meant to be. I apologized.
You left me just because
It was my
I
fault. I
showed you
know.
who I really was.
You creeped me out. I'm be honest with you. It was creepy. And now
Well,
my
then
grandma won't leave me.
suffer.
Hey, that's unnecessary. That's unnecessary.
The
I
hands
moved on.
grip
You can
tightly on your shoulder.
Hey.
Tighter.
I need those. Me and my friends are in a bit of a difficult situation right now.
The
Anybody
purple
else
mist.
hear this?
You say that. Everybody else, you look at Jerome very similarly to what happened with Milo, just trails off. It takes a moment for you to realize something's wrong because, you know, like he's not facing you, like so. But
Also
he's
drunk.
he's also drunk, but he's uncharacteristically like quiet. Like when he's drunk, he's a chatty one. So like, and you look, and for the moment, those hands that grip so tightly into your shoulder, they pull out. Feels like it was digging into your skin. And it lets go and then slides down your back. And that mist pulls away.
Let's get off me.
We are not touching you.
Are you okay?
Nope. We need to get the fuck out of here. Just like yesterday.
I agree. I think we should.
All right.
My ex was just gripping on me in a way that was not good.
What?
Your ex isn't even here.
Yeah, I know. And
All right.
All
she told me I should suffer.
Damn.
What?
Rude.
She didn't even tell me that in real life. She just cussed me out. Told me I was, you know what, we ain't gonna go into all that.
Yeah, that.
Okay.
So,
Okay, can I, Ambrose, can I ask a question? Is it still raining?
yeah. Very heavy still. Yeah. I can like let you know some stuff here. So you just open like the red shell. No, the blue shell one.
Blue shell one, yeah.
The red one's still there. There are 3 cars outside. There's a cop car, there's a red sedan, and there's a black car. Maybe you might be able to find a key for one of the cars. Maybe. There might be another way to get out of here.
I'm not really thrilled about abandoning my car, but
I'm not thrilled about staying here in any way, shape, or form.
no, I agree.
maybe you can find equipment somewhere in the vicinity to help you get your car out of the situation that it was in.
Why are you talking about abandoning your car though?
Because it's still raining and I really want to get out of here, but I don't think we'll be able to get my car out unless we all do it together. Like we just all go out there and lift and try and pull it out of the mud, and then we get on this road and then we go.
We could try to like get to the mechanic's place and see if we could. I mean, that's assuming he's not like compromised and one of these whatever's.
What do you mean by
Maybe
compromise?
compromise.
You know what I mean by compromised? You
No,
know
I
what
do
mean.
not know what you mean by compromise.
Okay. Otis locked us in the room. There is some sort of, I imagine, zombie or some other sort of person out there. She's clearly got something going on. We can't.
Yeah, I'm on the lookout for her because
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't feeling that at all.
So you do.
Y'all all saw
understand what I'm
her.
saying. Yes. And that's what I'm saying. Otis clearly was going to. At least I don't know what the fuck he was gonna do, but he either. Yeah.
Sacrifice?
Sacri-
Jeez.
What?
That is the furthest. That is.
Listen,
know what?
it happens.
Just like locked us in the room. Creepy lady comes and kills us. Sacrifice.
Exactly.
No, that's murder.
I mean, it
Yeah.
depends on why it's for. Like, depends
It's
on how it's framed.
murder.
Let's not argue semantics. Okay, let's I would be willing to try the mechanic to get. I don't want to leave my car.
Darcy, you hear your father's voice say, like, you don't know anything about mechanics. You don't even know what to ask them.
I try to ignore it. I say I like they see me freeze, and then like I go back to normal. Like I roll my eyes and I'm like, go to the mechanic, and
Oh, sweetie, I have a number for that. You don't have to do anything like that. There's always someone that can do it for you. Let me handle it.
I can do this myself. Neither of you are here. Neither of you.
No, you can't.
Maybe if you would let me try once in a while, I'd be able to do something myself.
Anytime we've let you do anything yourself, you fail each and every single time. You didn't want to be like this with you, sweetie, but that's the truth. Those are the facts. Come home with us. We'll take care of you.
Truth, it's not facts. You won't let me be alone for me to try and do things successfully myself. I'm going to do it myself.
You all hear this one-sided conversation, similar to Jerome talking to Sissy. And you let it happen, and then there's that moment of, let me just do it myself, the final thing that Darcy said.
Yo, you getting haunted too now?
Is this what it's like to have Grandma Sissy always in your ear?
Who you have?
My parents, they're
Oh.
not even gone.
I was about
This
to ask.
place, no. This place is fucking with me, telling me that y'all. Did I tell y'all that after my first year of college, my parents fucking moved up to Chicago because they didn't want to let me be by myself?
No.
Exactly.
Whoa.
And this place is fucking with me, telling me that I'll never be able to be by myself because I can't do anything right. They wouldn't let me be alone for long enough for me to try to do anything right. And this place is screwing with me, telling me that I can't go to a mechanic and figure out what the fuck I need to get my car out of the mud.
Jeez. I'm
Quick
sorry.
question. Sorry.
Go ahead.
This is for our storyteller.
Yeah.
I think back really quick. If I, or even if I like, because we're right at the door, like if I go into the hallway, are there any like pictures that look like the woman we saw?
This is well, there's no hallway. It's just like an open space, but you haven't
Oh,
really
I see. So, okay.
yeah. So like if you wanted to look into like the to look for the other because there's two people here. If you wanted to look for any proof of what the second person looks like, you can confirm if you want to.
Oh, I meant like the pictures on the walls.
Oh no,
Um,
no.
no. Oh, okay.
So I think we should go to the mechanic, find something that will help me get my car out of there, and then we can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Sounds
We
like a
don't
solid
find
plan.
and if we don't find anything, then we heave my fucking car out of the mud by ourselves.
Yeah. We can.
We could, throwing this out there, we could try to find keys to one of these cars who are here.
Also okay with that. But I mean, you all know how I feel about my car.
I mean,
I know.
it is technically auto theft, but I prefer to keep my sanity over a potential court case. I am
You
a
can
lawyer. I
represent
will
us. You can
absolutely fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you-
you can tell
yeah.
them they're trying to sacrifice us, and that's why we had to steal the car.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not a lawyer, but I don't know how that will hold up in court. But I'd be willing to.
I mean, it's held up in court before.
It's iffy, but I can make it work. I feel good about it.
All right.
It's got it.
All right, keys,
Fucking
keys.
knowledge.
I'll look around for another set of keys.
Okay, so there is one more thing, and
Yeah.
I reach into my backpack and I pull out walkie-talkies for everyone. On the off chance that we decide to do two things at once,
Okay. Yeah,
this is a way we can communicate, because it might be smarter to do that. It might not be smarter to do that, but it might be smarter to do that. And I don't know which one of those is right.
okay. So you're saying like people here, somebody here looks for keys, like two people look for keys and two people go to the mechanics and we get the fuck out of
Correct.
here as quickly as possible?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
I'll go. I was my idea. I'll walk in the fucking rain. Whoever wants to.
Then you and me will go to the mechanic.
Okay. You two
These
look for keys. Don't go insane.
these have a range of about 5 miles, but that's pushing it.
Oh,
Y'all are decent. Like that's a decent range of like
It's a
you're not. It's
very
not that far. It's
decent
not far.
range.
It's not
Yeah,
that far.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
talking in Jerome paranoia.
I know. Like,
It's great.
we should be fine. All right.
You.
What?
Don't let Otis see you.
Fuck right.
He's like evil.
Yeah, you don't let Otis see you. You're the one
Is
breaking
he
into another
evil?
room.
I don't fucking
I
know
think-
what's
Wait.
real here
Oh,
anymore.
should we
He's
go
trying to
close?
sacrifice us.
We gotta close both of the doors so that he thinks we're still in there.
You're
Good
right.
idea.
That's
You're
a
so
good
smart.
idea.
I closed the door to the room that we left out of.
Okay, so y'all
Okay.
leave
Close this
the
behind
room,
us.
the room that you just opened recently. You close that, and you go back and you make sure the other door is closed. Y'all, okay, in typical Ambrose fashion, I'm going to say that. So you decided to split up. Amazing. So, who do I want to start with? All right, I'm gonna go with Jerome and Stephanie. Like that's the split, right? Like you both are okay. Y'all looking for keys to the car? Okay, so the red sedan was in front of room 1. So like perhaps the key is in that room.
Yes.
All right. So you're gonna quickly go back in. And you're gonna look more thoroughly this time for a key. Make sure it's silently closed behind you. And you can start hearing behind the rooms, similar to where the window was in the other room, more shuffling. But it sounds like more than just one pair of feet. You're not sure exactly how many, but like you do hear more than one. So you need to be pretty stealthy to not be alerting them if this is the same condition as last time.
Uh-huh.
So I need you both to roll dexterity.
At a 1.
That's good.
I got a 13. Not good.
It's not good, right? Like I was like, I don't think that.
No, my dex is a 10.
All right. So
I'm still drunk.
you're so drunk. But you're luckily, your HP is doing fine. So like, you go in, you're looking around. We'll start with a success first. So like Stephanie, you look more thoroughly through the blue bin. You don't see any keys, but you might find something useful, perhaps. So let's see. Wow, okay. You find a lighter, which I'll put in your inventory right now. I can, jeez. I'm sorry. Lighter. And you also find I'll keep it that way for now. Like you just find a lighter at the moment. That might be helpful in some capacity, way, shape, or form when it comes to walking mold people. So we'll see how that works, right? But like, it's a decent one. Like it still has a lot of fuel in it. Perhaps this person smokes. Hey, you're right. You are also looking around, and you're not being stealthy about this at all. You take the red one. You like zip it very loudly open. You think that you're being quiet. You are not. You slam it to the floor. You like move things around, but you do find out that this belongs to a woman. So like all of her clothes are there. Like very whimsical style, like long drapey dresses, tops, stuff like that, cute accessories. And you find her wallet. You open it and you see that her name is Agatha Hicks. And it is that woman that you saw pressed against the window.
Hey. Shh.
You hear the shuffling outside suddenly stop. It was getting further away from the room. There's pause, and then you hear the shuffling start to come back towards y'all.
I'm one of them people that get loud and then shush themselves.
Mm-hmm. I want you to take your health down by 2.
Okay.
You're getting drunker.
Oh Lord.
Is how I'm going to see this. And if you were to keep on doing the dexterity situation here, it would start attacking your dexterity. You would start failing that because you're starting to become more and more inebriated. So let's go.
The lady was Agatha. I mean, just the woman who was outside the window. She was in this room.
Oh, she was staying here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look.
Oh. So what was she doing outside?
Man, I don't know. Why her teeth look like that?
I don't know. Maybe,
We should probably get out of here, though. I think they know we here.
Yeah.
You whisper extremely loudly.
I think they know we here. I think I'm being quiet.
You think you are.
As
and
drunk
also,
people do. I am being quiet. I am.
Because you got a 1, like for you, Stephanie, and that's essentially like you did very well. Like a 20 is like a super fail, 1 is the opposite, right? You look around at the mess that Jerome has made of throwing all this stuff everywhere, and among the mess of clothing and personal effects, you find a set of car keys.
Bingo.
All right. Now, the guess here is the red sedan out front is their car. You wanted to try it?
Oh yeah, is there like a little thing that?
Yeah, I
opens
think
them?
like little like beep, like you can like unlock the doors kind of thing.
Okay. Should we?
We didn't agree on somewhere to meet up.
You didn't. Like, you know, they're headed towards
We got
the
walkie-talkies.
Yeah, we got walkie-talkies if you wanted to use it.
Yeah, I think Stephanie will use the walkie-talkie and say,
We found keys. Meet us at the red sedan.
All right. Before you do that, I'm gonna need you to. Well, actually, we'll narrate this. You're walkie-talkieing this. You take the keys. You want to make sure that your route is secure. This car works, everything's working. You can like drive it, and if anything, if they're gonna run back here, maybe you can meet them on the way to the gas station. Maybe pick them up. Some option, right? You're overeager here. You go to the front door. You open it. You step into the driver's seat. You put the car. You like put the keys in, turn it, and it stutters. You try to turn it again. It stutters again. It's not starting. And you just told your friends that, like, hey, meet me at the red sedan. It's not starting.
we can meet there anyway. I don't know what else we'd meet. I think is Jerome with me?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
He's probably
He'll use
following
the-
behind you, like, yeah, like, I want to see, like, probably
on
near
the
the door, like, I
lookout.
want to see if it works,
Yeah.
like, on the lookout, making sure, like, you're not drawing attention too much. Also seeing if the shuffling gets closer or if they're rounding a corner, because
Exactly.
they were slow enough where, like, hey, I can probably guess where they're gonna come from. So yeah, you're fine there. You try again. And maybe there's something wrong with the engine, or like maybe like I don't know, like maybe it's been out here longer than you thought, or I mean, who knows?
I can't get it to start.
Yeah, just open the hood
And do what?
and see if something is broken.
You don't know anything about cars?
I don't know anything about cars too, but if a cable is cut or a tube is cut, that probably mean it ain't gonna work.
Right, fine.
So she'll go around and like quietly try to like pop the hood.
All right. So he's still watching. You go ahead and pop the hood. Can you roll control for me?
I can. That is a 7.
All right.
For a 9, so.
All right, Lee. So
I'm
trying to double check something here. You pop the hood. You got a what? What was it again?
I got a 7, and my thing's a 9. My control,
Nicely.
right?
So you did good. That's good. That is correct. You're Gucci. When you get closer to the hood and you lift it, you like put your fingers underneath it. You feel something wet and slick there. And just as you're lifting it, the smell comes next. The mildew, the moldy smell, but it is so strong now. And you lift it further and the engine is like coated with black mold. This is a little different though. It's like it's shifting and moving. It looks more like moving darkness, but you can see the texture of mold like patched over. And you can see like just little floating particles around it, lifted with you. Like dust. the rain doesn't seem to be doing anything to it. It's kind of like permeating past it. But it exists in its own worlds outside of the rain around it. Water doesn't seem to be doing anything.
I don't think this is going anywhere.
Hey, we need to check somewhere else.
Okay.
Go back in the lobby, see if we can find anything there, maybe. Like,
This might be there.
I got fire and a baseball bat. We can make this work.
Fire?
If all else fails, we'll just set this whole place on fire, and the moat will die.
I don't think you can get us out of jail for arson.
I don't think I can deal with losing my mind, literally.
Fine. Okay.
This car is covered in a fucking black mold that we don't know what it is, and I don't like that. How did that happen to a car? It was yuck. Yeah, it's moving. It's undulating. It's moist.
You did it, y'all. Nicely done. I was like, when is it gonna happen?
Right.
Now. Amazing. So was able to convince Stephanie, we're gonna go back to the lobby. Like, if someone's in there, whatever, don't care. Like, it's an option. There might be something in there. So you briskly walk over. I want to need you both to roll Dex.
Nine.
Okay.
4.
Nice. Okay, so you both pass. Wonderfully done. You get to the lobby door and you open it, and luckily it's unlocked still. Just as like you see the edge of someone turning a corner behind that last motel on the edge right there. And it luckily doesn't seem like they saw you. And you walk into the lobby and you're expecting to see Otis or like the pastor or anything, right? But you don't. The whole place is empty. Everyone's gone, it looks like. Eerie.
Okay.
You see, double check this. You see there's like a back area that leads to like a hallway. And through the hallways there's like a back office or living space, probably Otis's. And the door towards that hallway is open. It wasn't before. So maybe they went that way? You're not sure where their hallway leads though, so might be an extra area of some sort. But you also see all the keys to all the rooms here as well.
You're supposed to check that out. Or is this like in the horror movies where you look at something that you're not supposed to actually look at and then something terrible happens?
I don't watch movies like that. The last horror movie I saw was Phantom of the
Oh, dude, seriously. You are not prepared.
Sorry.
Just as you
better question.
are, yes, you have a question. What is it?
Do we care about what happened to Otis or any of these people?
No, you definitely don't. You're trying to save yourselves, buddy.
I'm asking Stephanie this, but I'm also thinking this rhetorically. I don't really want to answer the question. I just want to know where the key is to the room that has the car in front of it. And maybe if the cop car keys are around here somewhere.
Ooh, that's a good point. Before you do that, you hear going towards that hallway area, and then you realize it's down. Like, it might be a stairs going downstairs. The reason why you think that is you hear an echoing sound coming from below. It
Absolutely
echoes.
not doing that.
It echoes and bounces against the wall, like probably like concrete, like basement concrete vibes.
Is there a
It sounds
door
like a.
that I can close?
You can close the door, but
I
as
close the door.
I didn't even get to like you're like
Fuck
nope.
that. Don't want nothing to do with it. Absolutely not.
What you do here, and you're correct actually, because you don't want to have to deal with that. It sounded like, from what you could tell, after like it goes off a few times, it sounds like gunshots.
Even more of not wanting to deal with it.
Exactly. So you're like,
That's somebody
you know
else's
what?
problem.
No. You close the door. You're like, fuck that. We're gonna go over to the other two here. We're gonna go over to you, Lila, Milo, and Darcy. You creep over, crossing the median. You see fully now exactly the setup here. The gas stations looks kind of old. You see that the pricing of it, there's like the upper glow still. The price is just slightly too much money. But it is what it is. And there's like
2005. That means it's like $2.
Yeah, it's funny. You go to the convenience store, and it looks like it's off. Like it looks like it's been turned off. Like, but it says like ready and go. And you also see a garage. It has like two rolling doors essentially. One is partially open, so like it looks like you can like duck in and around. And the other one's closed. You see, as you get closer, a streak of red going inside the garage.
Not light, I'm assuming. Like it's not red light, like it's red.
It looks like a smear of red. Like it looks like
Cool.
a dark red smear trailing in.
Into the open one or the closed one?
The open one. So like they both lead into the same garage, but like one is open. So
Okay, I'm gonna. Now, Darcy, listen, I'm going to look under there, and you, like, I don't know, be ready to, like, yank me out by the ankle if something tries to eat me. Oh, okay?
Yeah. On the way over here, I have both pulled my baton out of my bag. It is an extendo baton. Like, it is normally like 6-7 inches by itself. And like as soon as we see this streak of red, I like flick it and it becomes like a fully extended like steel baton.
Oh my god.
Milo's like wide-eyed through his glasses,
Yeah,
like, oh my god.
he just goes, that's so cool, Jesus.
Okay, I'll get you one when we get back if we survive. When we survive.
Yes.
But also I think the thing we need something to put under the tires for friction. Because the mud's not giving us friction, so we need to find something that's going to give us friction.
Okay.
But also, I am ready to. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah, I've got, and he like pulls out. He's got a pocket knife, like a fucking switchblade that I imagine Stephanie got him because it looked cool. They probably have matching ones. No, and I've got this.
Oh,
and
okay.
Frankly, you need to have your hands free to beat the shit out of whatever this is.
Fair.
Because I can't.
Okay. We got this.
Right.
We got this.
All
We
right.
got this. We got this.
Maybe it's just paint. Maybe they dragged in a piece of car that had paint on
Yeah, that's. Oh my god, this is not paint. Okay.
Look, as I say it, like you, as the way my voice sounds as I'm saying it, I know it's not paint either.
Yeah, I know. You know. I know. Okay, and I peek down there. How open
right.
is this garage door? That's so important.
It's open enough where like you can just like both of you can just dip in. Like you don't have to like roll on the floor or anything.
Fabulous. Just kinda
It's a
dip in
little
first.
dark in here, but the light from like the gas pumps like give you enough light so that you can see decently in here enough to like see what's in the room. Looks like a normal like garage. There's no cars up like on like the lifts. You see that this garage is connected, it looks like, to the convenience store. Like there's like a back room, like there might be a hallway that leads into the convenience store. And you see that door to the convenience store is open, ajar. The light in the back area, so it's like a backlight situation in there, so it's not fully on. Now I'll let this happen first. You go in, you're being stealthy. And as you get closer, you hear a wet squelching sound.
Don't like it.
Scratching. And it's scratching that emanates from that area. If you had to guess, it sounds like something is biting into something and breaking bone and chewing.
Is that where the blood trail leads?
You look closer and you see the trail goes in to the left corner of the garage. It looks like there was a large puddle. Someone was fighting, there was a struggle, and it got dragged further in to the convenience store. So your guess is whatever's happening in there, it's at the back of the store. But you're in the garage. So there might be something in here that you can use. So I need you both to roll dexterity for me.
God. It's so bad.
I love you, Levi, by the way. In the chat, it's just like this, like chewing, great, fantastic. The wet crunch.
Chat's on point tonight. I love
Chat is on point. Thank you, chat. Y'all are lovely. I wanted to like
Y'all are-
let y'all know I see you. I love you. You're great.
Yes, I'm seeing all of it. I don't have the capacity to type, but you're all so freaking good.
Mhm.
I got a 13 on a 14.
Nice. Okay. And
I
you
got a 10 on a 7.
well, we have one success, which is good.
Yeah.
We'll start with the success first. Darcy, you're like, okay. You make eye contact with Milo, and you're like, be quiet. And stealthily so, you do a very decent job. Right? You survey the area, the glow from outside through the partially open gate. You can see what looks like a scissor jack. So like something that you push underneath like a car to like lift it out. I'm not sure if you need any further friction than that, but like if you want to say that you found something that helps with like making sure it doesn't slip in the mud.
Yeah, like a mat or something.
Yeah. Okay. So like a rubber mat. No. With a grip at the bottom, yes. Yeah. So I was just like, you find a rubber mat with a grip. You're like, oh, tick. Like, okay. You get them well, like you got them very decently. You're like, okay. All right. You back away. Don't make any noise. Milo sees that. You're like, all right, cool, awesome. Milo backs up, takes a step back, steps on a screwdriver, which makes a clink against the concrete. And that wet squelching stops. You can hear a guttural growl, like, and a licking chops.
God. Gonna die.
I'm gonna die. So you step on a screwdriver. I'm looking at your thing. And you slip. You fall. And you bruise your ankle. You don't twist it, but it
Okay.
hurts. I need you to take 2 HP damage, which means you only have 0. You're fine. It doesn't mean you're dead. It just means that now your stats are going to suffer. Like they like those are going to start going down.
Astounding.
Okay. You slip, you fall. You still have your switchblade. You didn't drop that, luckily. And you hear rustling from the back of the convenience store.
I look up at Darcy and I just mouth as I'm getting up, like trying also not to make noise while I'm getting up, but I know it's it's probably not a. It's a moot point. I just ate shit. I'm loud, so. But I'm like gesturing for her to fucking go while I'm like getting up, trying to follow her. Probably not as fast as I would like because of the angle situation.
Yep.
But
Right.
scary.
You both are gonna roll dex again. This is going to be try to leave the garage without causing a problem.
Problem's already caused.
There is, and I will let you know just to help you here, there is a button to close this. So if you wanted to, like, I don't know, close it on your way out.
That's a
Is
good
it-
idea.
Is it the button on the inside or the outside?
It's on the inside, so it's going to have to be you press the button and dip under. And I need to know who's
Like
doing
Tomb
that.
Raider.
I'm gonna press the button, and
Okay.
I'm gonna try and wait for Milo to get out, and then wait for Milo to get out, press it, and then get out myself.
Okay.
Oh my god, Tomb Raider.
This is a setup. Roll dex, both of you.
Yeah, I already rolled.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
they were
already rolled.
describing it.
Are we rolling again about it?
Is this like,
We
did
do-
you do the second roll for dex?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
this
okay.
is-
So this is 2 rolls. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A roll for getting out and a roll for this crazy maneuver.
Did you roll already to leave?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was that? I didn't hear
Yes,
that. I
yes, yes,
apologize.
yes. Oh, we didn't say it because there was more stuff going
Yeah.
on. Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
apologize.
yeah. No,
Let
that
me
wasn't you.
know.
That was me not saying it. I got a 9 out of 7. My dex is my worst stat.
And I
Okay.
got a 14 on a 14.
So that you do pass.
Lara Croft for real life.
Okay. So Lara Croft did this. It is very close though. So you're waiting for Milo to go first. And you see them get to like they look like they're fine. Like, I don't care how out of shape Milo is, they know how to crouch down, right? Is what your thought process is.
Absolutely. I know how to
So-
move.
You know how to move. So the real Lara Croft presses the button. It makes a very loud noise to let like it's starting to roll down. Like a quick whine, and then it goes to like its normal. And you're able to like duck just in time to get out. But Milo, as you duck, you hear behind you, because maybe the sound was like a very sure thing now that like, oh, someone's definitely in here. You hear the footfalls of feet, specifically paws against the concrete of the garage. And it's targeting you specifically. Because you're the smaller, the last one, the one behind everybody. And just as it closes, you feel a very heavy swipe on the back of your calf. And it's meaty and thick. You are gonna take. Oh, actually, should I roll for this? I should roll for this.
Follow
This
your
is a
heart.
damage thing.
Yeah,
This is a
follow
damage thing. Thank you. Oh my god. Y'all are so sweet. Like you're dealing with me as a GM. So like 1 second.
I'm obsessed.
All right. Oh, okay. All right. 1 second. D6 roll to find out how much damage actually was dealt versus just letting this ride. Oop. 3. You take 3 damage. So you made it to 0, right?
Yes. I am at
HP.
7.
So this is going to attack your dex
Oh
to
my
take away
God.
3 from your dex. Okay. It's attacking your feet, like your feet and legs. So
This ain't okay.
You trip.
but I don't like it.
you trip, but luckily, like it closes. Do I want to roll? What kind of garage door is this? Is this one of those doors where if it lands on something, it goes right back up?
Oh my God.
So
I could roll for it, like odds or evens.
I was gonna say, realistically speaking, a mechanical garage wouldn't, because they're also
I didn't think-
meant to
okay.
protect from the
It's
outside.
like 2005. Then you probably are dealing with the ones that just. Damn.
So then, yeah, we'll keep it. Like, I'm not going to be a dick.
Not enough pressure to like break someone, but it is like, why am I not going all the way down?
Right.
So it went down on claws, dark claws. And you're able to pull out of range before it, and you see it struggling underneath this closed grate, right? And you never got to see this thing up close. You're not sure if it's bear, a mountain lion that's not supposed to be here. But when you're looking at it, you take a moment and you see something wrong with, like, if it was a mountain lion, if it does look like paws. They don't quite look like anatomically correct paws. You're getting the vibe because the claws are like the actual claws, the sharp bits. Oh, those are like ridiculously sharp, sharper than they should be. But like the soft part, the little paws, it kind of reminds you more of like a stuffed animal.
The fuck?
Looks like cloth covered in molds and stitching.
Oh.
And just as like it wiggles out from underneath and it goes back in and then it fully slams shut.
Okay, let's not take time to think of. Let's think about that on the way.
Yeah, we're
Right.
gonna think about
Can
that
you
on the way.
Can you stand?
right.
Are you good?
Can I stand? Am I good?
I mean, you still have 4 decks, so
All
it
right,
hurts,
cool, yep.
but you're limping. You can do this.
got
The
it.
adrenaline is high. You're fine.
I got it. Fucking go. Holy
Right.
shit.
So you're heading back towards.
On the way, I'm like, I got a fucking jack thing. We're on our way back. I channeled Stephanie for a second there.
That was great.
I don't know what the fuck it is, but I got a fucking jack thing. Let's go. We're gonna get my car.
Oh my god, we got a jack. Let's go. It's great. I love it. So Jerome and Stephanie, you close the door. You're like, okay, we're gonna get a key of some sort. Perhaps, hopefully, you hear gunshots down. It sounds like that hallway leads to downstairs. You close the door after hearing those pops, and you're like, you know what? Mm-mm. See, like you do see like the office, like there's like an office or living space like right opposite of you, but that's closed. And then you get the notification, like you get like the walkie-talkie going through of like, all right, we got it. Like we're heading back to you.
Meet us in the lobby.
No. We're not staying in this fucking lobby. Meet us in the middle of the goddamn fucking parking lot because I'm not staying. There were gunshots.
Okay, fine. Meet us in the parking lot. There were gunshots.
All right. A few minutes pass. Y'all are going into the parking lot?
Yep.
Okay. Roll decks, both of you.
Woo. That's a 2.
Oh, that's good. That like what is your, like you're fine. Yeah, your dex is like normal. Yeah, like it's, you pass. What about you, Stephanie? That face?
I've been doing well for too long.
That's usually,
You had
it's
to
always
fail roll
near
too.
the end too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a straight up
And the
20.
stakes are the highest. Oh no.
So what did you get? Sorry, double checking.
20.
What? Just
Nat
all the way in
20.
the other direction. All right. So Jerome passes. You open the door, and you see in the parking lot 3 people just standing in the parking lot. They're looking everywhere, but like they're looking like in different directions, but luckily not at you. They're like walking slowly. They're making like stuttered breathing, like hiccuped breathing. And then walking, groans. You're like, okay. All right. You turn to Stephanie. What are you doing? Like, are y'all gonna like walk past them? are you gonna wait for your friends and then find out, like, and then start heading back to your car?
You say your idea, and I will tell you mine.
My idea was wait for. I'm not trying to walk past them. Wait, do they see us?
No, they don't. They're all facing away from you right now.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, I haven't done your failure yet, but like I'm just
Yeah.
like I'm just letting you know, like, hey, right now,
Yeah, I
because
wouldn't
there was
try
a
to
success, they're
bring-
not looking.
I
wouldn't-
simply ask you to give me your lighter. And I open my bag.
Okay.
Because in my inventory, I have Molotov cocktails. I will prepare myself to set some motherfuckers on fire if need be.
Okay. You had told me that, like, oh yeah, I'm drinking and I'm bringing bottles and I'm going to get a wreck. But like, and you like determined that that's going to be your Molotov cocktail. You just need to
Yes.
prep it. Cool. Because you have it in inventory, you don't have to roll to like prep, like, because that's rude. Are you going to prep it now?
No,
Just
I'm
in
not
case, like-
lighting. I mean,
Okay.
I will have I'm not drinking.
You're just like setting it
I'm
up.
getting my
Just
towel in
case.
there,
Okay.
and
Thank you.
I'm getting it nice and soaked, and
Nice.
I'm ready.
Okay. All right, cool. So since it already exists, you did that real quick. You're like, okay. And y'all start walking because they're not looking at you. And you get halfway through the parking lot. Jerome, you're a little bit ahead, but not by much, right? Like you just want to, like, you're keeping an eye, like the corner of your eye, you still see Stephanie. Stephanie, you are following behind. You hear near your ear, you're going to let them down. They had such high hopes for you. And you haven't even given them the decency to tell them that you're no longer going to college. You all promised that you would go get your degrees, except for Milo. But Milo's Milo. So you're just gonna stagnate, stay, be a manager. Then, God, they're gonna be so disappointed in you.
I think hearing that will make her kind of like linger, like slow down. I think that's probably why she got behind.
Yeah.
She'll no. They'd understand. I think.
No, they don't. How could they? They don't even know. They can't even give you an opinion. They can't be disappointed in you, but they can't celebrate you either. But we both know they're not going to celebrate you.
They, like that stuff's not everything. I still have a job. That's good. And I'm a manager. That's good.
But you promised. You promised you'd do better. And you've been mediocre at best. You stop and you linger and it's getting to you. You know what's at play here. But man, is it hitting. And you don't even notice when one of them turns around and sees you and starts walking over to you. And Jerome turns around to make sure, like, oh, hey, like, hey, Stephanie, are you good? And he turns around and sees that you stopped, lost in the face, and that a man with dark hair pushed out of his face, coated with black spores across his mouth, down his neck, tightly buttoned up, is on Stephanie's tail, actually getting ready to reach for her, but it's so slow. What do you do?
They take out my bat and I'm swinging. I can't throw a Molotov cocktail at this point, so I gotta protect my friend.
All right. Ooh. How much does a bat do? 1 second. Okay, yeah, D6. So you don't have to roll to like do this. You're just rolling for damage right now. So
Okay.
D6. Because this is actual like combat. We doing it. Like it's started. We're throwing hands.
This was not my intention.
Hopefully it's quick.
3.
3. All right. 1 second. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. Oh. 3. You see it. Just you don't even think about it. You run back, brandish your bat, swing. Where are you aiming?
The head, because zombie.
Okay.
I don't
You-
know what
you
else to
hit.
think.
You hit. It's immediate. Bam. And it cracks. It's like a meaty thunk sound. Ooh, if this was a normal person, they would either be out cold or they would need to go to the hospital. That's how hard you hit this person. But they're still stuck, I guess. Like they don't fully go down. You see their lip, their nose, their ear burst a little bit in terms of like, hey, like you made impact, you like split flesh. But it's not red, you see. You see blackness.
You know.
Viscous, gross, moldy, and it seems like it's trying to stitch itself back together.
Nope.
And they are going to roll too. Let's see how that goes. Come on. Okay, there we go. Come here. That's a 4. I think your strength is fine though. So like, no, you have HP still. So
Yeah.
take away 4 from your HP.
So,
Also, just they make a grab for you and they grip tightly around your wrist where you hit them. The bat's still there, and they crush slowly on your wrist. It hurts a lot, but you're able to slide out of it, but it's wet. That wet, mildewy feel, you're able to slide out. They're stuttering, they're trying to gather their bearings, and they make a groan noise. What do you do next?
tell Stephanie to fucking move. We gotta go.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Call on the
can I-
walkie and tell them that we running towards the street.
All right.
Okay.
You call on the walkie.
Start. Yeah.
Right.
And I'm running too. I'm just telling Stephanie to run before me.
We just threw into the car.
All right. So, everybody, every single last one of you, roll dex. The thing that Milo sucks at.
The thing I have a 4 in.
I got a 16.
Oh no.
Z's. Oh, samesies.
All right, so 16. Wait, everybody else.
10.
8.
Or 14.
8.
You don't-
Dex, right? 13. So. Yeah.
All right, so Darcy and Stephanie are fine. Jerome and Milo are not. So y'all see each other, meet each other halfway. So like y'all are coming from the right, y'all are running down. We're like, we're just gonna fucking go. It's raining. You make this 5-minute journey is gonna turn into like 2 for Stephanie and Darcy. And they're able to not slip on the slick roads because it's that bad. But unfortunately, Milo, you got in the back of your calf. You don't work out, you don't go running, you don't go walking, and this is the worst terrain for you. So you do twist your ankle, actually. And you are going to take 2 away from your dex.
God.
I'm letting you know now, if it hits 0, you will no longer be able to move. And someone's gonna have to help you.
God.
So just want to let that be known.
Yeah.
Jerome, you are running ahead of Milo. The water is catching you a little bit. Like you slipped as well, but you're able to catch yourself. Just you kind of land on your hands though, so you scrape your hands. Take away 2 from your dex. And you look back behind you where Milo is, and from behind Milo you see people shuffling. They're slow though, but they're starting to like, you can see them coming. You might have you have time though, because you're all running, they're like shuffling, right? But you hear that voice in your head. Not your grandma, not Sissy. You're hoping you get to hear her, even if she's been annoying. It'd be great to hear her voice again. But instead you hear, you're gonna leave Milo behind?
Wait, Stephanie was with me, not Milo, right? Or are you talking
You
about-
all met up, like you all like are
okay.
together
Got
now.
it. Got it.
Stephanie
Okay.
and Darcy like booked it. Like they solved it just fine. But both of y'all are lagging behind. You slip. Milo's directly behind you now. Y'all are like making the last ditch effort here. And you hear a voice say, "Are you really gonna leave Milo behind like this? Some friend you are."
I turn around
Maybe-
and look for Milo.
You see Milo. You go back towards them and you help them up.
Oh my god, thank you. Okay.
There's
Sorry.
a voice in
This
my head that
time-
wouldn't let me do this. Like it's still talking to me. It's not my grandma.
Oh. That's fucked up.
I wasn't gonna leave you anyway. I just didn't know you were back there, like struggling so hard.
No, it's fine. Are you okay? I saw you just like eat shit.
Nope. Nothing is okay
Okay.
right now. Everything is
No.
bad.
It's so bad.
All right. You are all going to roll dex for me again. I need at least just one solve of a dex. I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna like take you out anymore or attempt to take you out. You got it?
I got a success.
Good, I got 18.
My dex is at an 8 and I got a 7.
All right. They all book it. Jerome, you lift Milo with one hand. You're like, I'm just gonna take most of the brunt. Like how this all started, where like I was moving the car, you were kind of there for moral support, and you were now doing the same thing. It comes full circle. Stephanie and Darcy are gone. Like they made it back to the car. Darcy, you have the mat, you have the jack. You set this stuff up for everybody. You do it quickly, and you look back and you see the pinpricks of like black figures in the distance. But that's all you see. But you do see another darker figure in the middle of the road that's moving faster. You're wondering if it's the thing that started this whole thing in the first place. And you're like, oh, okay.
Exactly
Shit.
what I'm wondering.
And you're like, I don't want to find out. So you set it all up. You get the crank. Everybody else shows up just in time. Jerome, and I would say whoever is going to drive here, like gets the car ready to do so. And you crank it and crank it and crank it. And Jerome is helping to lift if they need to. And luckily, because y'all did so well, so proud of all of you, y'all able to get out of the mud. You dislodge it. You get it back on the road. Everyone shuffles into the car. There's blood from Milo's cut that slicks the car, but doesn't matter. They both get into the back seat. And Stephanie. And just as Jerome gets into the passenger seat, y'all drive. You slam, you floor it. You try to not hydroplane again. And you pass quickly those darker figures. You see the shoulders of this thing, of this mountain lion. You get to see its face. You see button eyes. stitching. You see, it looks like a handmade lion or something, but it looks life-size. It looks real. The mouth looks like frayed cloth, and underneath that you see jagged teeth. But you pass. You see Otis among those darker figures covered in mold. You see Father Fred. Same. Splitting smile across their face. You see Wayne in their sheriff uniform. Whatever happened to them, same thing happened to the people you saw in the garage, like the parking lot. But it doesn't matter. It can't matter. You have to leave. And you do. You floor it. And you drive. You drive. And you drive until you get off this long stretch of road. You make it back to civilization of some sort. An honest-to-God hotel. Diner. People. A town. Not Coldwater. But this one feels safe. You feel safe for the first time. You feel your lungs clear. Your mind's clear. And you settle into a diner. After being patched up, Milo, someone definitely helped you there. I think someone had like a med kit, I think, or something like that. You get patched up. Y'all look like drowned rats as you enter. The waitress is like, darlings, you can just take that booth. The coffee's on us. As y'all slide into the booth without questions. Haunted looks on your faces. And just as those cups of steaming hot coffee are slid in front of you, you hear, there you are, sweetie. I've been worried sick about you.
Oh, man. Did you see any of that?
You feel ghostly arms wrap around your shoulders.
Oh, Grandma.
And hold you.
I start crying. Just straight up.
You feel those hands
balling.
like card through your hand, like your hair. You don't often feel it, but she's trying really hard for you to be like, for her to be present for you. It's okay. You're safe now. And that whisper of "you're safe now" fades away as menus are put in front of you. So what will it be? And that is where we're going to end, everybody. Fuck.
Oh, Lord.
We did
Fuck.
it.
I can't believe we survived.
I know.
I was concerned, but for Milo specifically, I was like, of course it's Dex that you have to roll. You did it. What a trip. Hi, everybody. I'm Ambrose. I go by any all pronouns. I am the creative director and founder of Other Cider Studios. I am an award-winning TTRPG performer and storyteller, and I am the keeper of the award-winning actual play, the Arcane Core series. I'm really excited for that. We've done some really awesome work there. Currently we're wrapping up the Melancholy We Weave. I show up in Bad House's Midnight Rush as Adrian Waters. I feel so bad for my boy, but also like, yeah, it's probably gonna be fine. But let's go in reverse order. Prince.
Okay. Yo, I have been Prince, aka Dimples and Dice, Amir. I can be found around the internet as Dimples and Dice. I am an award-winning Vampire the Masquerade storyteller.
That's
a writer,
right.
Apparently, because I got a writing gig now. Cool. Go me. You'll see stuff about that in the future, but yeah, it's a thing that happened. yeah, words are failing me right now. This was dope as fuck. Holy shit. And yeah, just look around the internet for me. There's stuff that's getting announced. There's more vampire coming. There's more games coming. I'm going to be more busy because I'm getting a new computer that actually works.
Yay.
Let's
There's
go.
been a problem recently, so Tuesday, we'll see what happens with that. You might see me streaming more often again. Yeah, that too. Cool. That's all I got.
I appreciate you immensely. Binar.
Hi. Oh my god. Same as Prince. I'm like reeling. This was so good. This was so good. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Hi, I'm Binar. You can find me online at Sassy Lich, like the undead thing. I'm a voice actor and tabletop RPG writer, and I like to play games with really amazingly talented folks like these cats. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This was bananas. This was so cool. You're all so great. You're all so talented. You're all such delights. Thank you to everybody here. Everybody, you're all fabulous.
Amazing. Latia.
Oh, it's me. Hi, everybody. I'm Latia Jaquise. My day job is making sure I'm community manager for D&D over at Wizards of the Coast. You might have seen me on Bad House RPG in the past. I was Kanan Quincannon on the Takebacks. And you might see me in future Bad House RPG stuff because if they ask me to do anything, I will say yes. Just like if Ambrose asks me to do anything, I will say yes because I love Ambrose to death. This was so good. I don't have like everybody, I don't have words. I'm still reeling. Like I feel like I'm sitting in the Denny's dissociating right now.
Yes. Yes.
But if you I see some of you are following me on Blue Sky, I'm on Blue Sky as my name. I have my website as my name. Go check it out. That's where you can see everything that I'm doing. And this was so much fun. Let's do it again and maybe die next time.
Oh, I need to try harder to do that next time. I will note it. I will note it. Thank you very much. And last but certainly not least, hi Calamity.
Hi, my name is Calamity. You can find me all over the internet as Hey Calamity with 3 Y's at the end. I am a content creator heavily involved in the tabletop space. I'm a freelance writer for video games and tabletop games. I also am a producer for a little group called Telltale Hearts. We like to celebrate and promote people, diverse individuals in the tabletop space. We have a bunch of stuff coming up this year. So keep an eye out if you're a fan of Star Wars. Maybe like keep an eye on our page. I don't know, just a thought. So yeah, this was beautiful. I am a newer fan of horror as a genre, and this is just chef's kiss, hearts, just beautiful. I want to do this again and again and again. This is so fun. Thank you so much.
Amazing. And yeah, I know that we had a raffle. Fabs, am I like announcing it or like is it just going to be announced in chat? I just want to make sure. Oh heck yeah. Dan Pixel, you want a physical copy of the official Liminal horror module. Reminder, you have your Twitch whispers on to strangers so we can get a better email from you. So please check that out and get you your copy, please. So yes, enjoy because this is really fun. This is a game where it is roleplay heavy until you take risks. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. But yes, thank y'all so much. This has been a wonderful time. And we'll see you later. I don't know if y'all are gonna raid, but like we'll talk to y'all later. This was a blast. So thank you everybody. Take care. Bye.